Welcome to another episode of Please Delete This.
Hold on.
I can't.
Go ahead, man.
There we go.
And now we're
Alcohol
together.
We're not in the basement anymore.
Yay.
We've been out the
You
basement.
still doing the basement? No?
Nah, I'm doing reno on my. We'll get to
Oh,
it.
okay.
Episode
Whoop, whoop.
196.
Wait,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
recording
yeah.
that whole time?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That's how we. It's crazy, right?
Welcome to another episode of Please Lead This. In the building that we're in, it's Darren.
Bim.
Genevieve.
And we're here with some very special friends. Yeah. So we are here with our good friend Just In Case.
What's
and
up?
We're also joined by Mrs. Just In Case,
Lauren.
Lauren.
I was going to say, Darren, what's this, the 1960s?
Can you
The
get your
early
credit card
1900s.
yet?
Where's your owner?
We do have some traditional roles. We just talked about that.
No, I kid, of course.
The
We're here with
1900s.
the cases. Yes. Guys, thank you so much for having us here in this new space.
Well, you kind of
Thank you for coming.
do it. No, I'm joking.
We did kind of twist your arm.
No, thank you. This
Yeah,
is cool.
thank you. And so, can you tell us where we are?
Pawtucket?
Thank you. Can you tell us where
We
we are in
are-
this universe?
Yes. Well, you're in my office, which is inside of the Cornerstone complex in Pawtucket, downtown Pawtucket, on the Black Block, which is a bunch of property that is owned by some African American peoples and rented by some African American peoples, which
Amen.
is really cool. And this building is rented by a group of black men who are renovating it and turning it into a multi-use space, including a jazz nightclub, a
Can't wait.
theater, and a business center, which we are in right now.
Awesome.
And this is one office of probably 12 that are currently, except for one, all rented and all to African American people.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So how did you, because we know you're in the mix, we know what you do and how you're well represented in the city. How did you get involved in this?
How did
How
both
did
of
you
you get
end up with a
involved?
damn office?
Yeah.
How did y'all end up with a damn office?
So
Bim needs
let me,
answers.
let me start by he did skip over one thing, and this business center is called the Roosevelt Benton Business Center. You can see his picture over there.
Talking to the mic.
Roosevelt Benton Business Center. And so it's a business center that is named after a black man who did a lot in the city of Providence. He was a mentor to many people, used to work at the Boys Club, but just a very pivotal member of the black community in Providence. So everyone that's a part of building this was touched by him in some way. And so we decided to name it after him. He's no longer with us, but he would have loved to. He'd be overjoyed by what we're doing here. So the way we became part of this was Kobe Dennis ran for mayor some years ago, as you all know. And when he, just as a part of being part of the campaign, we just, even once he didn't win, we just stayed together as a team of black leaders, black professionals, and did everything we can to like move forward the agenda of black excellence. So it just was an opportunity. We tried to do a lot of things, and started doing savings plans and collecting money, seeing what we could do as a team. And then I think I want to say he just kind of came up with the idea, and then one day he's like, "Hey guys, we got a building."
That's
Love it.
dope.
And the odd
Yep.
thing was during the campaign we didn't have places to meet. We were like, oh, we're gonna go. And lots of places gave us space. Like the Masonic Temple was our place, and then it burnt down. Like literally, we were like all ramped up to like use their building a lot. We was celebrating there, and that burnt down. So
We had the last event there.
Wow.
toy drive.
Before,
Yep.
yeah, we had a
They
toy
almost left
drive,
toys
and
there
then
that night,
the
yep.
next day it was gone.
But when we came in here, he gave us a tour. Obviously, they had already decided what they were going to do. He brought me and Justin here for a tour, and I was emotionally moved just by being here. I don't know if you guys have seen everything, but to me, this was an insurance company, and so it's been around since the early 1900s, right? And just the thought that many black people have come here and were not able to get insurance, or probably lied to or told that they didn't qualify, and probably did all the hard work, like this beautiful woodwork was probably us, but now it was going to be ours.
Love it.
And we are 100% black focused here. We are not anti anybody, but we want this to be a safe space for black and brown people. And so he offered Justin an office, and Justin does a lot of work. You see the tools.
It's part of the
You know,
joy.
him and I both,
It's
you know,
part of
he
the
does a
joy.
lot of the physical work here. We did paint and ripping up floors, and I'm helping with a lot of the administrative stuff, helping Kobe out with that, and it's just really exciting to be a part of this.
Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like, we come here a lot, and sometimes we just come here just to be here, just because it's so amazing to be here. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, what do you got to do? Nothing. I'm just here. You know, I'll figure something out. I'll do something. You know, but a lot of times we are busy, so it is cool. There is a lot of work. Like just this week alone, I tore down half a wall. You know, like
Made
mopped the
400
floor,
t-shirts.
Made 400 t-shirts. Like, so it's a bit of a mixed bag of what's going on here, but it's a lot of work because there's a lot of work to be done to get this up and running. So,
And I love that it's not just let's put it together with Band-Aids and chewing gum. You guys,
No, we're putting it together.
right?
Yeah.
It's like even your office. I love that you got the creativity to do what you want in here because this is you. This is fire.
Thank you.
To anticipate what's going to happen in all the other spaces, especially the jazz space,
Cigar club.
and the cigar.
I know.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, a cigar.
Yo, like, and this is me, Rhode Islander. I don't got no reason to be in Pawtucket. Nah, I'm here.
Yeah, me neither. Like, I wanted an office in Providence so bad, so bad, and just to end up in Pawtucket is kind of ironic because I avoid Pawtucket like the plague.
Same.
Like, I drive right through it as fast as I can.
Yeah.
So we're just off the highway, zoop, zoop.
Yep.
Back on
Yeah, and our
zoop.
house is literally one exit away.
Oh, really?
So it's so super convenient for it. It takes us, 5-6 minutes to get here.
Nice.
So it's nothing.
Can't beat
It's
that.
like, I feel like I'm still in Providence, so.
I always tell people about Pawtucket. The thing is, if you can't drive, you can't come to downtown Pawtucket because this is
Right.
where the old like
One-way.
road test was at, and I knew
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
that was intentional because like if you could drive here,
Right
you
by
could
the
drive
Wendy's.
anywhere. Yeah,
Right by the Wendy's.
I
yeah.
failed the first one.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like
'Cause I was one-handed. I was one-handed. The guy was like, sir.
I messed
need
up on that left turn at the intersection,
You
but
see him right in his.
you know,
Yeah. And you're like this.
What was it? Is it
Pay
seatbelt?
attention. Oh,
Try to leave.
what is a demerit? No, like,
Look at me, don't look at the paper.
right.
but I've always felt like downtown Pawtucket had like this potential that could never get over a hump.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is exciting knowing that it's gonna get over the hump this time.
Yep.
Right.
So this building is owned by a black woman. She's part of a group of investors, but it's owned by a black woman, and there are
Love that.
other businesses. They're referring to this whole area as the Black Block. There's a place across the street that's called the Still on Main, so it's almost like like the arcade.
Yeah.
All black businesses except for one or two. One Spanish, one's white.
That's where the
Oh, that's
cupcakes
where-
used to
yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, and so what?
Just put those down.
I want to hold them. I
Because
want
you're about to drop them and you're
I
looking
wanna hold
uncomfortable.
Let her do what she
Jen
wants,
knows why I
Justin.
want them. So
I'm just looking out for my baby.
thank you, baby.
Nice
So-
cleanup.
So there's all businesses, you know, and we're hoping that.
Wait, hold on. Did you just do
His
that with your
wedding
ring?
Yes.
Oh,
did.
earlier Kobe said there's a bottle opener. He said, "Nah, I'm married, man." Kobe's like, "I need to learn that."
I would
trick."
have ripped my whole finger off. Okay, go ahead, babe.
Trial
I'm
and
sorry.
error.
Speaking of wedding, so marriage.
So there's a bunch of black businesses that are they're there, and we'd like to see them do more and do better and be open more hours. So we're hoping that between us and the energy that we're gonna try to bring to the city of Pawtucket over the summer, that everybody can start doing better and making a little money, because obviously God, there's not a lot for us downtown Providence, guys.
No.
Let's just be honest.
No.
Yeah.
Downtown Providence is being taken over.
I
Just
mean,
saying.
it's cool to walk through there, but it don't feel like home.
It's not us.
It's so
no,
crazy.
don't. Not at all.
It literally feels like you're visiting another city or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, the first
So-
time I took Darlin there, and he literally lives, well, we now live, I want to say 4 minutes away from downtown, literally. And so the first time we went downtown together, I think it was like a water fire, and he was just like, because he always stays home. So he's like, this is still Providence? I'm like, bro, we are 4 minutes away from your house.
This is
Like,
part of Providence.
he was like,
Right.
where did they all come from, and why are they so comfortable? Like, this is not how it used
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely little puppies
Oh.
strolling around
So,
downtown.
not that you shouldn't be
Puppies
comfortable.
with shoes on.
Nah, it's puppies with shoes
And a
on.
nice, lovely cardigan.
Right,
as
right.
well.
A nice little
So, you know, not that people shouldn't be comfortable in downtown Providence, but if you knew what downtown was like 20, 30 years ago,
yeah.
you'd understand that this is a
We
transformation.
need to walk through downtown Providence, and not smell pee. I
Right.
need Providence.
It feels weird.
It feels weird. Remember Traveler's
And
Age?
not
Are you guys, are you guys
I'm like,
that
where all the
age?
drunk people at?
Are you guys that age?
Traveler's Age, was that like on the corner?
It was, wait, how old are you guys?
I just turned 39.
38.
Nah, you don't know travel's age. So there used to be a place where it was what Crossroads was before Crossroads.
Okay.
Oh, the
And-
YMCA.
No. It
No.
wasn't
No,
there.
No,
it was downtown.
downtown.
Okay.
And it was a place where homeless people, or they call them transients.
Wasn't it
People
near
just-
Black Rep? Like on that street?
It was on one of the side streets, but
Yeah.
the point is that they were the only place that was open, like after the clubs, to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
Wow.
So you'd be all jazzy,
Not
but you took
jazzy.
your risk to go to. You go to Sacky's, and if you had to pee, you would go to
Sacky's.
Traveler's Aid, and there would always be people down there just drunk, laying out. We didn't care.
Even
we walked right
Sacky's is
by 'em.
different now.
Yeah,
Saki's got a second floor.
Bro,
Yeah.
with a spiral
nice little
staircase.
staircase.
Ridiculous.
What is happening?
My
Bring my
ex,
bag
my
of
ex,
chicken,
was
man, so I
my
can
ex
go.
was the first bartender
My
there.
bag
Oh, wow.
of chicken.
And we used to go there and like it was just so
Never?
weird.
Okay.
Like, why is this here?
You never had a
This is
bag of
weird.
chicken?
Oh,
from
yeah, of
Sacky's?
course.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm a chicken man.
It's
Yeah.
a staple.
Not
He's
a
a chicken
chicken
connoisseur.
man. We just grilled chicken
I love it.
before I came here.
Pollo.
Chicken wings.
Wow.
Man.
Wait, hold on. And y'all didn't bring none?
I only
I don't
grilled
think
6.
I'm starving.
It's just her. I'm selfish.
Wow.
So I have a
That's what I
question
do.
about the space. Is the space open? How do people hear about like getting a room? Like, what's the deal with the space? I know it's still being worked on, but like, where are we in terms of?
So it's not officially opening until July. That is the official open day. That's a great transition.
great segue.
We're having an event. My wife is so much better at this than me, so I'll let her talk about it.
Okay.
May I hold one of those?
I got the elevator pitch down pat.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
excited about this, guys.
So our what we're really here to talk about, kind of. I mean, we like these guys, but they really invited us to talk about the
I love the truth.
this event called the Culture Fest. So it's really our
we had some
it's a
tape.
culmination of our grand opening for this building. Everything here will be ready to operate and function properly by July 1st. The weekend of July 1st to the 3rd is just like it says, a Culture Fest. It is put on by Black people, curated by Black people. It is welcoming of all cultures. We want to do something positive in the community and show the world that it's okay to be pro-Black and be positive. It doesn't mean we're anti anyone else.
Right.
It doesn't mean that we're not open to, I mean, just right here, we're all Black people, but we all come from different cultures. And we need the world to understand that.
Right.
And we can say we're proud of ourselves without diminishing others. So Culture Fest will have entertainers, food, vendors from all different cultures. And but we want to, it is run specifically by Black people.
Love it.
The first day is a small kind of networking event. That will be Friday evening. On Saturday is the big vending day. Anyone that knows anything about this place, we've been having, I've been hosting marketplaces. It was the first type of event we had here. Everybody with their mom and pop businesses that they created over COVID. Candles, oils, beads, jewelry,
More oils.
all of those things. We got a girl that
So
makes
many
her own
oils.
wine.
Oh wow.
We got a Black woman that sells lingerie.
Wait, she made that wine?
She makes that
I
wine.
literally thought she was just slapping a label on somebody else's.
I mean, she says she makes that wine. I'm not gonna.
All right.
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna dispute her.
No, I ain't gonna argue.
I'm
You know,
not a
I don't know how to make
I don't
wine.
argue with the label on that bottle, so I ain't gonna argue with hers,
Right,
right?
Exactly.
Fact.
So I just and we've got to know so many people and welcome so many Black businesses. Like this particular office has about 12 offices, and they're all either assigned or in the process of being assigned to other businesses. But with the vending that we've been doing in the marketplaces, we've been able to make relationships with over 100 other Black business people.
That's crazy.
And so that's going to be on Saturday. Meanwhile, there is a stage that we'll have up, and there'll be performances all day long on those stages. It's going to be a great time. All of this is free.
Is that outdoor, the performance?
Outdoors.
Yeah. Wow.
When we leave,
That's
we'll show you this big parking lot to the right. It is for our use. It is part of our building too. Black Lives Matters Rhode Island is right in that parking lot as well.
Okay.
They'll be partnering with us and allowing, using their space for bathrooms and talking to people about the services that they offer as well. And that's Saturday. We're going to have an evening event on Saturday as well, but that's for 21 and over and more towards our nightclub, our jazz club idea. Then Sunday, we're going to have an interfaith worship service.
Oh,
Wow.
look at that.
Yes, because black
Soup
people
to
pray.
nuts, baby.
And I don't
all
care if you
day.
pray on you to the east, the west, whatever. But this particular pastor is young, and he wants to come, and he's going to bless everyone with a service that we can all feel confident with and happy. And then Sunday is primarily focused towards the kids. We're going to have jumps, and that's why I said you can come with your family on Sunday, jumps, and
You can come with your family any day, but it's Sunday is the focus,
the
family focus.
And I'm going to...
It's family friendly the whole, except for Friday. It's more adult. That's adult.
Okay.
The vendors on Sunday will be more resources, Books Are Wings is coming, neighborhood health, things that are family focused. I met this lady today that has she created this soft space play area thing that she's trying to sell to people. She's going to come and set one up. Like petting zoos, but not real pets.
Oh.
And
Say
they're
again?
soft. And I was like, this
Pet
is
cemetery?
amazing, but you just don't know what people are sitting on at their houses.
Wow.
That's true.
And I was like, people will really be interested in this because, you're not gonna
different.
take your kids to the playground with these crazy people out here. And it's clean and safe. You wipe it down. But I was like, we'd be more than happy to have you come. So it's going to be exciting. And we have, if anybody's interested in getting involved, we're open to volunteers at this point. We have all the workers we need, but we need volunteers because, nothing runs without volunteers. And so we can share the website. You can go on there, see more about what Culture Fest has to offer, but also how you can get involved if you like.
What is the website? If you don't mind me asking.
Is it culturefestri.com? Yes. It's actually on the Cornerstone Complex website. What is the
Yes, the cornerstonecomplex.com.
cornerstonecomplex.com, and then
We'll direct you to.
and then there's a link on there to go to Culture Fest. But
Shout out to
either one-
J1 for all the work on the
Jay Wan Wilson
design
did
and
all of our-
website stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
So if you go to Culture Fest RI, it really redirects you to the Cornerstone. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So either way, you can get to it.
And no social media for the Cornerstone or
Yes,
Culture Fest
there's
yet?
a Cornerstone Complex Facebook, and
okay.
there is also Culture Fest Facebook as well,
Bang, bang.
Nice.
and Instagram.
And I believe a Twitter.
Oh, there's also a Twitter. Yes,
If you
there's
tweet
a Culture
or
Fest
Twiddle
Twitter.
or whatever they're called.
And Twiddle.
So if you're listening, jump on social media, search Culture Fest
All right.
and RI,
Yes, culturefestri.com.
Like it all, follow it all, share it all.
please. And
Yes, please.
And come.
I'll be here for
And
sure.
Yeah,
I'm pulling
bring
up.
your kids.
I'm pulling out.
Unlike the Chappelle show.
Better not bring
Bring
your
your
kids.
So I see
kids.
why y'all been working around the clock then, because that's like soon.
You see the
I
countdown
think
on the
that's
wall?
wrong, though.
Oh yeah, look
It's
at that.
wrong, but
I think
it's
it's wrong.
you know.
Oh man, yeah. So
we-
you guys
it's-
are really like.
Oh yeah,
that's
it's serious
impressive.
around
Less
here.
than a month.
It's cereal around here for real.
month away.
Cereal.
Yep, and just so you know too, for volunteers, they'll get T-shirts and a swag package. We also have plans to have like a cooling station and food for volunteers all day. So
There's a T-shirt
there's a
right
there.
Hey,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh
Let's
look,
see
there's
it.
a T-shirt right here.
Let's see it.
So while
Wait, hold on.
Lauren grabs that, you also see
Wrong bag, sorry.
us wearing
Maybe that
the
one.
PVD shirts from iknowjustincase.com.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah, it's
knows
from
how
this
much,
guy.
How much
Yeah.
I love
Him.
my hoodies.
Because we know just in case.
I
No,
didn't
to
wear
the
this
right,
because
babe.
of the
That
interview.
one.
It looks like I did,
That
right?
one, try that one.
I was getting dressed today, and I'm like, oh, I want to wear one of my hoodies. I didn't tell you this. I bought a second hoodie because I didn't want people to come at me like, oh, you always wear that hoodie. And so I got the second hoodie, and someone still DM me like, you love that hoodie. I'm like, it's a different one.
Calm
Why they
down.
clocking you though?
So
Just tell
to-
them where to buy it.
I
you
mean, I
haters.
do tell them.
Like, yeah, you're like, I do love it.
I do
I do
too.
wear it every
That's
day.
why you noticed it. So
Maybe I
today-
bought 7 of them.
You never know. So today I was like, I'm
There
gonna
are
wear a
7
hoodie
different
today.
looks.
And then I was like,
Probably
oh
more than that
snap,
at this point.
we're recording today, so it all worked out.
Perfect.
That's right. And we have them in sweat and hoodies and T-shirts and bags and all kinds of swag.
Oh
And
my.
really, the vending and marketplace stuff that we do here really came out of me and Justin vending at other vending events, and we would go there, and they'd be like, "Oh, another black vendor," and there'd be like 2 or 3 of us, and so we would always make a point to go buy something from each other. And then I was like, "How come we don't have one where it's just all black people?"
She needs to tell the truth. She literally told me I made this marketplace so we could sell stuff,
So wait, so
and
that was a
then other people can come and sell their stuff too.
so the thought, and that was the thought, right? So I was like, we had this-
Motivation's motivation.
We're ripping the floor up off the building downstairs, and I'm like, this is a big empty space. It's clean and clear. Why can't we just have a marketplace in here? Every place else we go is not anything cooler than this, right?
True.
So
And it's parking.
when we had our first
Yes. Key.
But most importantly, the culture is so dope at our marketplaces. We do
'Cause
the
I
cha-cha
DJ,
slide.
You know what I mean?
We got a
so I'll
DJ.
DJ with there's food. It's
People
like
come
a
in and say-
party, but
Yeah.
people are selling stuff. And a lot of times the vendors are just buying stuff from each other.
yeah.
And then people come in and they buy stuff. So it's just cool. Like,
Yeah.
How
And
frequently?
we haven't had anyone say like,
I was doing them like every 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
The first one was around Christmas. Then I did one. We had to skip the one we were doing Martin Luther King weekend because COVID spiked. And then we did one, I think, in Black History Month. We did one in February. And then Mother's Day we did one. And the next one will be Culture Fest. So the thing is, it's like I've also created a Facebook group, a black business community. And all of them have learned from each other. So many of them have made friends. They've learned how to sell things, tips, and just keys of the trade. We have a black man that comes that does POS systems.
Wow.
Stop it.
Big
Really?
time.
Yes, his name is Tracy,
Oh man.
and they put his POS systems in the store they have down the street. It's called the Black Market, the Black Mart, and we're gonna put that all in here when we set up our POS system.
Wow.
So it's about relationship building too, and it just feels good, right?
Yeah.
And he supports them all. I'm sorry, the nerd in me kicked up. He supports all of it and everything, the POS systems.
I think 'cause he's a
I think he's
what do
like
you call a
franchise or something. Maybe it's
Okay.
So
Clover. It's
Clover
Clover.
is the
yeah.
company that supports it
Got it.
tech wise.
Okay.
He's
Yes.
your on the ground support.
Got it.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah. So he's really cool, and we've had him come down, and he's gonna do our stuff here. But it's just amazing to know, that that's accessible, and that we can help each other out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know.
Bam says it all the time how like money's not really real, and if we got rid of money and we all just kind of did our thing in society would still run.
Right.
And so this sounds like our own like smaller society that's run with itself, like bartering and just making things happen without worrying about or waiting for the outside world to make it happen for us.
And let's just
Yep.
be very honest about it, right? Black people are dope.
Yeah.
And when we do something, we just do it with this swag that other people don't, right?
Talk about it.
So we had an event here not too long ago, and the lady she couldn't find an AV company, so she hired these two white guys. They were so happy to be here, so excited. Can I help you with anything? Lauren, do you need me to do this? They were offering to do stuff that was outside of their realm. They were like, we just love it here. It feels cool to be here.
And they
It
love the
feels fun.
food.
This is the best macaroni and cheese I've ever tasted. Of course it is.
It's got seasoning.
Duh.
And we let him ride with that.
Like
Because it was true.
Right.
you thought it was gonna be a
true.
competition?
Yeah, we know. It's the best you've
What's
ever
these little
had.
black dots on everything?
Seasoning.
Seasoning. So yes, and of course, yeah. So it was like because we have
Some
a
green
caterer.
ones too.
We have a caterer here. We've got we got a little bit of everything, and the cleaning businesses we use are black. We're trying to do everything as best we can. We also started
It's
a
like it's like Wakanda, like a small Wakanda.
Yeah.
I love it.
it's Porconda.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Get out.
We rich. We rich in culture.
Get out. Leave.
We rich in culture. That's our currency. We
Right.
rich. We
And
rich.
I was
She's like, yeah,
Porconda.
Like, sure. Yeah.
That's why I married her.
Porconda.
Oh, Porcon. Oh, I thought you said poor.
I heard
Oh no,
We saw-
Porconda, Pawtucket, Wakanda.
Oh, Wakanda.
Poor.
I forget like she's super Rhode Island, so her accent fucks me up
Not
sometimes.
poor. We
They're
ain't poor.
poor.
We are wealthy.
There we go. Yeah, okay. Poor.
Porconda is funny though.
It's funny, they were talking on the news about the soccer stadium they were trying to build in Pawtucket. I guess it's still a thing. I didn't know they were doing all of that. I knew there was something happening in Pawtucket. It was involving a train station because
So the train station's right over there,
We did.
and the
We are
soccer
very-
stadium will be that way.
We are very conscious that is happening.
That is one of the
That's-
reasons why.
that we're like,
It's
whoo,
gonna be a
gotta
boy.
grab
Smart.
onto that.
Yes.
Yeah, because even when I lived in
They're building an
Providence,
entire like station.
Oh, that makes
it's
sense.
a big
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was telling you, they kept calling, texting my phone, asking, would you like to sell your house? I'm like,
Please.
first of all, how did you get my number? What do you want? And no, I live here, right? Like, where am I going to go? And so that's when I started looking into it and finding out this train station's coming. And that's why the property
Yeah.
values in not just Pawtucket but Providence have skyrocketed.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Because people can now commute once it's open to Boston and not have to live
Yeah,
in
and
Boston.
especially because they took out the station at South Attleboro.
They did?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
it's not
gone.
to stop anymore.
Oh
Yep.
wow.
So
So
They shut that down.
During COVID,
Yeah.
they stopped and they never opened it back up. Right?
that's crazy. So McCoy Stadium's closed, and they're talking about they want to build a waterfront soccer stadium in Pawtucket.
Yeah, it's in the process of being built.
Yeah, and so I guess there was like a because of inflation,
Yeah.
they're kind of worried like there's not enough money, so now they need the state to kick in. But I mean, hopefully they do
Yeah,
because
the
they're-
state was already slated to kick in
Yeah.
once they were at like 75% completion anyway.
Okay.
They were so now they're asking them to put that money in early, but they still might have to put in money later as well.
Yeah.
And that's where the state is kind of hung up. They're like, we already said we were going to give you money, now you're asking for more money.
I think it's
But-
Kurt Schilling's fault that now everybody's kind
I
of.
think it's.
Right.
I think it's.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
no,
it's.
no, that whole
Yeah.
There's
word
Providence
shit. I
shade
always wanna
involved
say
in that
24
too.
Studios, but it's
There's,
not. It was
there's
38
Providence
studios.
shade involved in that too, because
Oh, yeah, of
Providence don't
course.
want that non-Pawtucket to be better than Providence.
Right.
Of
Yeah,
course.
that literally
Oh,
is
man,
one of the
forget
things
about
they're
that,
saying.
like interstate beef.
Because
Yeah.
like
Dummies.
a waterfront. I mean, the water is like the Pawtucket River, I'm sure, or whatever that is right there. So it's not like a crazy beach or something, but still a
Still by the water.
waterfront
Yep.
stadium is just like I don't know what the team would be that would be coming there. Do you guys
That-
know?
No.
No, I
But
don't know.
it's just like they're like
But you
well,
got to think that water is what built
this whole area.
part of not just America.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff that was like all of the jewelry stuff that all of that stuff came from Rhode Island and Pawtucket in particular. Like the history of that is crazy. Like that just and it's right over there. You can almost see it from this building.
Yeah.
Those little mills and stuff that used to run by that water.
Like,
Like,
even
that
just driving here.
that drove America's growth.
Like you see the Slater Mill, Cotton.
Yeah,
Cotton
yeah,
Mill,
all of
whatever,
that. Yep,
all
yep.
that. The jewelry district, all that.
Part of our plan for Culture Fest also is that Sunday night, Pawtucket is doing fireworks at McCoy Stadium, so we're gonna park our lawn chairs out in this yard.
Oh,
and
that is so
enjoy the view.
convenient.
Yep, so we'll be here already, and I probably will fall asleep in the middle of the parking lot and stay there until.
We're gonna be here for 3
It's gonna be a
days.
long
Literally,
weekend for y'all.
We
Yes.
might put a blow up bed right in here.
should.
Just might. I
It's
mean,
your
we'd have
office.
to.
You
We
can do
can't
as you
shower
please.
here though, babe.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
No, the why?
Who needs to shower?
Not the
We
why.
go to the Y and shower.
Y'all house
I
for
work.
6
No, I work.
minutes away.
No, I work. Look.
Somebody gotta
I
go feed
work
the
at the
cats.
Y. I can go right there and. you
Somebody
know.
gotta go
That's
feed the
very
cats,
convenient,
babe. Come on.
So yeah, if you're coming to Culture
they'll be
Fest on
fine.
Sunday, bring your chair and your trunk. Is what they're saying.
And be ready to get a little cooler and
Yep.
just be ready to. And we just want it to be a good time for people, and we have all intentions for it to be safe. And the city of Pawtucket and the police department is on board. We got all the
Oh, this street will be blocked off,
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh,
that's
nice.
where the vendors will be,
DJs
and DJs and stuff.
spoken word and dancers,
break dancing and
yeah.
I can't
cultural dances. And
So
all
that's
kinds
the
of
kind of
stuff.
thing that, and we were talking about it. We always talk about it actually. I still like
like
to
a
go
mini
outside.
PBD fest.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like to do things, but I also like to be around my people. I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid to say, hey, if it's y'all, I'm comfortable. If it's the other side, I don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
So this is something where it's not only supporting businesses, but it's just being around each other.
It's curated by us. So you ever go to something like
Like FUBU for
we'll
us
be-
by us.
We'll be at a particular festival this weekend, and we're gonna be like, "Ooh, that's some corny white people shit."
Yo, facts is facts, though.
That ain't
Facts
gonna
is
happen at our
facts.
festival
Yep.
because we've chosen, and there will be white people, but they'll be cool white people.
Yeah.
But we'll be like, that's it's all about our culture and showing that our culture can do positive things, and we just want to feel safe too,
Right.
and that comes with us understanding one another, and that's just the bottom line where that's concerned.
And I like this because it's so one thing that kind of makes the growth of other cultures in Rhode Island easier is language, right? If you're Dominican, Puerto Rican, that you all at least speak the same language. But in terms of black folks, you got Ghanaian, Liberian, Nigerian, Black American from the South, Black American from here. So we
Haitians.
really,
Midwest
although we all
from
can
the South,
speak
yeah, yeah, yeah.
English, we don't speak
The same English.
But
Right.
it's
But yeah, we do though.
we do.
Right.
Right,
So
right,
we
right.
don't know that. We don't know that until we talk
that.
about it.
So how do we all get together and talk about it? We need these kind of events. Outside of that, we're mixed in a bunch of other people. So it's like, okay, I know you, but there's a group over there, and I can see you, but I don't, we ain't really talking. But this is something where it's like, oh, when me and you connect like Voltron, we could really do something
Not Voltron.
like Voltron.
And we're
Power
we-
Rangers?
My boy, he's not Voltron,
Oh,
but
my
you know.
Oh, look at that. See? Come on, man.
Join the conversation.
I don't mince words here for no reason.
Look at my wife.
Man, she's so mad. She's
Yo,
so mad.
yo, hold on. No. She is horrified. That's what that was. I know that look.
Every week, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's usually when I go to the bathroom. I don't know what they're talking
Wait, so just to get nerdy for a second, do either of you know which character that is?
Darren will
Can't say I
probably
do.
know before
No.
me.
No? Shut
It's
up.
been-
Beigey, ready
it's been
black
way
guy?
Too long.
Jen, now's a good time for that bathroom
about. Know
break.
what I mean?
It's
Beigey
not
Blackie.
Starscream, is it?
No.
Blackie Beigey.
No.
Jen?
Blackie Beigey. Why?
Old man toys.
No, he was a very important character because he was a crossover.
A cross-dresser?
Crossover. He was a crossover toy.
And
So
that's
he was
right.
from two different camps. He was a transformer, but he was also from
He
across.
was a transformer.
Thank you. Thank you, because it was here. It was here. Thank you.
Justin, it's fine.
Thank you.
It's fine, Justin. It's all right.
Thank you for that.
You ever hate somebody but love them to death? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man,
Like,
all the time.
I feel
All
it
the
every
time.
day.
like you want to set them on
Basically,
fire,
that's what
but you put it
marriage
out. You know what I mean? Like
I saved your life.
I love you, but
a transformer.
and it's like that was good. Like
It was very good.
Yeah, but you just like
I'm mad I didn't think of it.
That's right. That's really what the problem is.
But he gets to the heart of it.
Yeah, but
We'll talk offline.
that
please,
contract
yes.
with the
Culture.
grown-up
All right,
stuff.
back
we was
to
talking
off, not on this
Excuse me.
nonsense.
Back to the fun
that's
conversation.
She can't wait for me to move all my Star Wars stuff here.
Oh yeah, there's a big dusty toy.
It's
It's not a toy. It's actually.
hold on.
It
Hold
means
on.
something to me.
Hold on. When I tell you what
Watch
it is,
this,
you're gonna
watch
be
this.
like,
Get ready, Jen.
right. It's a Millennium Falcon.
Oh, all right.
That's
I knew
fine.
it. I knew it. I knew it was
An
coming.
original one from the 70s.
Oh.
A big dusty toy. Yeah.
Atlantic Falcon.
But
An Atlantic
It's a
Falcon.
Matt Ryan.
Get out of my office.
she should take the
It's
mic with
an
you. It's
Atlanta
wireless.
Falcon.
You.
I'm gonna write a 28-3 on it somewhere.
Wow, that's funny.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
He found it in a box in someone's trash.
Okay, no, let me tell the story the right way. I was
Where
driving
it
by.
belonged.
I was driving by with my kids. I just got a haircut. Me and my son just got a haircut, and this guy was walking out of his house with boxes, but there was already furniture out there.
That his wife probably told him to put
I'm a
out.
furniture finder. Like I found that in the trash.
That's a
that
nice table.
That's
That's an
fine.
IKEA table,
That's very
brand new
What?
Yep.
in the
Someone
trash.
threw this away.
Throw that away.
Yeah,
They-
the
that's
table
stuff
behind
that
you I
you'll see.
found.
After this, we can show you all the
Stop
things that we
it.
Yeah,
found in
table
the
behind you I
trash.
found.
Yeah,
Like
this is like
mad
something
shit,
you
yeah.
would find they throw away in like Barrington.
Yeah, there's a table out there. I
Colby
found
said,
in-
"If I didn't know you better, Justin, I would think
He
that
thinks
you
I'm
were
a booster.
you were a B&E artist because the
Right.
things that you
He's coming
So
in.
I
I
just
found this table.
the thing. A friend of mine used to restore furniture. Shout out to Mark Fisher. And I would always find stuff for him, and he'd be like, "Yo, what? How do you always
Hey,
find
that
this
sucks.
stuff?"
I threw away mad stuff when I moved.
Yeah.
I
So,
had some like good dresses and everything.
so the guy had some furniture out there. Something caught my eye, so I went and looked at it, and I was like, I had the kids in the car, it wouldn't fit. But I was like, well, let me just look in this box that this guy just put down. You know, what is that movie where they open the case and the light comes on?
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
That's the only one I know.
There's another one. That's another
Cocoon.
movie. Yeah, whatever. It's like Cocoon. Yeah,
Old
all,
shit in
all
the
those
box.
movies where somebody opens something.
old shit in a box.
Yeah, I opened it and like my entire childhood was inside of it.
Wow.
There's probably 7 or 8 Star Wars vehicles. Not the characters, the vehicles.
7 or
A,
8.
mo-
He's
a Millennium
throwing them
Falcon,
Okay.
Mic down at this point.
a TIE Fighter.
So I'm not a big Star Wars head, so
Just
I gotta,
any ship that you see in any of the movies was in there, except for the X-wing.
And he's throwing these away.
Beatbox.
He was throwing away a TIE Fighter, and so there was He-Man, Skeletor, whatever He-Man's
I know
cat
them, I know them.
was. That
Whoa.
what else was?
And he just throw it
this
in the
guy,
trash?
this guy, like 7 other Transformers.
Transformers.
He was like, "Yeah, it was just my old toys. I'm just getting rid of them." I
Just
was
my
like,
old
"I was
toy.
like, dude, do you know?" I was like,
is-
"That's fine.
right.
I'll take
That's
them."
money.
Because I was about to be like, "Do you know how much?" No, I'm not gonna say that.
Right. Because
he's gonna walk back in the house.
Yeah, I'll put it online.
But it was funny because it was all stuff that like I didn't have when I was a kid.
Right.
yeah.
So I was like, yo, I could never get a Millennium Falcon.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
of all, I was 2 when that toy came out. You know, but when I was older, like just even to have that would have been great.
Hell yeah.
So I was super excited to find it, and I still have most of the stuff.
So about this, that's money thing, because that's what he came out.
I
These
mean,
things are worth money.
No, it's not.
Are we-
They're not worth-
You're
not
causing
worth it.
mischief.
Jimmy.
They're
Are
not
we going
worth,
to sell
like-
them?
I meant it in
She
a
said,
good
"Wait a
way.
minute."
Wait a minute, no, because he's always like, "These, you know how much this is worth?" And I'm like, "Are we gonna sell them?" He's like, no. I was like, then that's not a selling point.
Right.
Yeah,
It is
you
a selling
can't say
point because
Never gonna sell them.
at some
It's like
point,
my
I could
sneakers.
get
Yeah,
rid
at
of.
some point.
There's a few pieces that I would be willing to get rid of, like
for the
you
right
know,
price.
For the right price, yeah. But I'm just happy to have them, and I'm gonna hold on to them for a little while.
collector's
clean them
item.
up.
Yeah.
This is
I might hang
joy
the
in
Millennium
marriage.
Falcon up there somewhere, like it's in
I know, super high. Yeah,
super high, so she can't knock it
It's
down.
almost as big.
No, I
Like
would
it's
be
almost
very
his
happy
face.
to see it hanging there.
Or maybe I'll just
not
just
in my
paint this
house.
as space
I would
and just hang them
love-
up in front of it.
I would love for it to be hanging up there and not in the house. When we put this office together, I was like, so is the Millennium Falcon coming here?
Is it that big? How big is it? Just like,
They're like that.
Size of this
Nope,
top of this table.
not that big.
No, it's the
like
size
that.
of the top of this
Right
table.
there.
come on
yeah.
now, that's not bad. Look
It's
at
not
you.
the only thing.
That's true.
My wife would definitely be like, "Get rid of your toys. Come on, move these things."
She keeps calling them toys. I'm like, they are toys. I think once you
They're not
reach-
toys. I'm like, they are toys.
Yeah,
They're toys
but-
you like.
that toy was released in 1979. At this
As
point,
was
it's
I.
no longer.
That's a good way to put it. That's a good way to.
This is why we can't do a podcast.
This is why people always want me to get on, and I'm like, no, I can't.
No, you should. You should. Come on now.
She should.
She was
I'm
released
here.
in
This is it.
'79.
You got to shine.
I was actually released in '78.
Released is so funny.
That's a great way to put it. I've never
Actually,
had
I might be wrong. I think it did come out in 78 because the movie came out in 77.
Oh yeah, no, Star Wars was '78, wasn't it? I think it was.
Hold on. I know you're not trying to do
Uh-oh.
Star
think it
Wars
was.
facts.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think it's one of those things like
Name two
the
characters.
crazy
You know what
facts.
year it came out? But you know.
Princess Leia and R2D2.
Boom, baby.
Because I used to have the Underoos.
Not the underoos.
R2D2 and C3PO.
I'm suddenly like
shit, that's three.
rethinking my decision to sit
Sit in between
here.
them?
And you were talking about it earlier, see?
I was like, no, I'm fine here.
Man, why are you sitting between them?
You're the moderator. You're a moderator.
I know what I don't care about.
What a woman thing to say. I know what I don't care about.
Right. Yes. Yep.
Because there's things we don't
perfect.
care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. But it's all right. I like that he has interests. It's cool.
Of course.
And we don't have to like all the same things. I don't hate it. I just be like, bring the toys here and hang them on the wall.
This is the last bit of mischief I'll try to cause. So, off topic.
Not off topic.
And you
off
guys are
topic.
super busy. But do you guys find TV time at all?
We do not watch the same thing on TV
We
I
don't have
don't-
the same interests.
at all.
Not even-
The news. That's the only thing we watch together.
We'll
And the
watch
news is so
MSNBC.
love
We'll
the
go
news.
home and put on MSNBC, and I'll be on the computer.
We do have
and
a
she'll be
common
on her
interest
phone.
on TV now. We like the home
a
improvement
celebrity-
shows.
yeah. We'll put on
Okay.
HGTV. yeah.
HGTV, okay.
But that's
Or
only
Bar
recent.
Rescue. We'll
That's
put
only
on-
recent
that's
since we've
recent,
been
yeah.
here doing
Really?
a lot of like improvement here.
Yeah,
We've
because
been
I'll
watching
walk
them.
in and just put on HGTV and just leave it for the
Yeah.
day.
No, we're into it,
Or
right?
Bar Rescue. We'll watch Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue.
But not
but
like
we
we're not like, oh God, there's a new episode coming on.
don't
We
watch.
gotta-
No, we don't
No
do
shows
that.
in common.
No,
Not really. No.
no.
Not really.
We like very different movies.
Right.
Even
but
movies?
She's not a movie person. I'm a super movie person.
I can watch a movie right now and ask me about it in 3 weeks. He doesn't.
She'll
stop.
have no idea.
a thing?
And I'll watch a movie and know every aspect. I'll
Now,
know
there are
how it
some-
was shot. I'll know everything about it,
Why
and
else
she
are you
won't
watching
care.
it?
But there are some movies now
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
that Justin had never saw till we were together.
Ooh, expose him,
and
go.
he's watched them, and he always says, I still haven't seen them because you mouth the words to every single
Yeah. Yep.
Dreamgirls. Justin
Like
had never seen
really
Dreamgirls.
I never really seen The Wiz
Never really seen The Wiz.
from start to the end.
Same.
Because you catch it.
I catch it like
The
if
Wiz
it's
also
on,
came
I'll
out in
watch it, you know,
1978.
like if it's on regular TV, I'll watch it.
Sin,
you know?
sin.
But I'm never like,
Forrest Gump
hey,
was
let's
when
put The
it
Wiz
was-
on.
This
You know?
statement made me reconsider. I really had to consider the marriage.
Wow.
But it's
What,
when
The
The Wiz,
Oh.
I was
at the
like,
time,
but he was
you caught
willing
when
to
was
see
on.
it. He was willing to see it, so that's what made it
Yeah.
go.
Of course.
It wasn't anti-Wiz. I was just like,
come on, I
He's
love
right
everything he
there.
did.
it's
Not
it's
anti-Wiz.
it's one of those movies. So we said, oh, yo, my family one year.
But
we're
I
gonna watch it.
also despise musicals.
Oh.
So,
it's got to be a good.
Like The Wiz is one you watch for the culture,
Yeah.
because it's dope. But I hate musicals.
There no grease in your life, bro?
I'll watch it.
Now
It's annoying.
can we
It's a- once it-
hand
I'm like,
job,
no one just
baby?
breaks out in song like that.
I'm not terribly fond of Grease.
You don't just break out a song.
Grease
in your
is a
house?
good one.
Yes, we do,
Song
but
and
not like
dance?
that.
I
Right.
dance.
So, okay.
We break out in song all the time on this podcast.
So here's the
I
thing.
mean, what are we
So
talking
it's
about?
like The Wiz. He had
I wish we
never
had a lie
really seen the
detector
whole
right
thing,
now.
But my family got together like one year. It was Thanksgiving or something. We're gonna watch The Wiz together. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna watch with you guys. He still has not quite seen it because he saw us reenact it, not quite the movie.
Right.
Then Dreamgirls.
I
same
felt like
thing.
the beginning scene when she's in the they make her come out and do. Yeah, that's what I felt like. I was watching it
Never
like that.
again. He's not. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and Dreamgirls. Yeah, forget it. Her.
Dreamgirls.
No, I made the mistake of trying to watch it with her and her daughter,
Oh,
and
no.
they both were.
And I.
What
You were supposed to Love me.
What you would call singing, but it wasn't quite singing.
So it was karaoke.
There was words
That was
coming out.
karaoke.
Extreme
singing.
Right. Yeah. It was like
It's a good time.
Well, since y'all spend so much time together anyway, you don't need to watch TV together. That makes sense.
We do. So at our house, we have a TV in every single room, and we literally.
Well, because we're two adults that moved into each other. So I had my stuff, she had her stuff. So I'm like, what do we do with all these TVs? Well, we'll just put them up on all the walls.
Hell
You know.
yeah.
So
And we literally
Logical solution.
right.
Obviously.
sit and we
Like we have why is there a 40-inch TV in the kitchen? Because that was a leftover one. Like what are we gonna do with
There's
it?
a wall.
And there's a wall.
My TV didn't even make it, so I understand the struggle.
There was so he had when my daughter moved into school, we turned her room into an office. So he would sit in the office. I sit in the living room.
And
Two big 50-inch TVs in both rooms.
Right, yeah.
He could see my TV, but he had something different on. And he's on the computer, and I'm on my phone, and on the TV. But we spend time together like that. And people will judge.
She'd be like, watch this. I'd be like, what? Oh shit.
We'll be at a
Oh, that's crazy.
We're
Yeah,
at
yeah,
a
yeah,
restaurant. We're on our phones together, and people judge that. But that's how we work. For some people, it's
Why would
not.
anyone judge that? That sounds
We'll
perfect.
literally have our Facebooks open together and be like, "Look at this one! Oh my god!" And then he'd be like,
And I'd be like, I
seen
just saw that. Yeah, yep.
So it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's the way we work. It
But we
doesn't work for everyone.
we spend a lot of quality time together, not just like on the phone together. But we will go to the beach and just sit down and relax and not
What?
That's what it's about.
Yeah, we do that sometimes
When do we go to the beach and relax?
when we have time.
It hasn't been like 2 years.
Yeah, it had
No,
time
we
in
was
2
at the
years. You
beach
was busy.
this summer.
It's
We went to a whole damn lake house. I consider that the
Oily
beach, and we
beach?
went to the beach.
Oily
Not the
beach.
oily.
Oh my God! So our friends, we went to the house, and then we
Jaws
happened to
beach.
go
Oh
to
damn.
It might literally be the beach where Jaws was filmed.
yeah. So we went to a beach that was literally. It was like as if there was a beach in your neighborhood. That's how densely packed the houses were.
Oh wow.
And then there was just like stairs that went down to the shore.
Oh.
But in the shore there were boats in
You
the
could
water.
see a film on the
It
water.
was just a film on the. We were walking out there like, oh, this is cool. It's shallow.
And
And I'm
then
like,
it's diesel fuel.
yeah, I'm like, there's just diesel everywhere.
So what happened was we were at a lake house, beautiful lake, right? And it's almost like I ain't gonna call it a private lake, but it was a small
pond,
lake,
actually. It's
a
like- yeah,
pond,
yeah,
salty pond, and all the houses are on the pond, right? So we're there, and so we were like, well, let's have a beach day, right? Go to a real deal saltwater beach with waves and stuff. That wasn't what we
There was no
encountered.
There's no
We
waves.
went back quick.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was the only beach we went to this
And I
summer.
hurt my knee. So like going down them stairs sucked. It was just a bad experience.
We
And it was
had
like 103 stairs. I swear to God, it was like.
I don't like more than 12. Everybody knows that about
And
me.
they were
you in action.
and what made it worse, they were covered with sand from
Oh,
the people
that's the
going
one
up and
thing
down.
about this building.
Yeah, I know.
Sand.
Black
Trust
baby
me.
Jesus.
I do
I'd be
not
like,
like sand.
I plan specifically when I come upstairs. I do not go back down unless
you.
it's.
Speak
So y'all
on
the
it.
same with those stairs?
Speak
it's like
on it.
12 steps.
It's not 12.
It's not
babe.
that.
It's at
It's-
least 16. I told you already.
And the
16,
thing,
huh?
the
What's
thing
the
is,
16 is
Ooh.
12 is the number, bro. Anything over 12 is too much.
So there are 3 sets of stairs too, and the ones we go to the bathroom are the best ones. The other ones there's more.
because they're broken down into little
Justin
bites.
and the guys, they be going back and forth. Kobe calls me the queen of the building because I'm the only woman that's usually here. But I'd be like, I'm not going back down those stairs unless there's a purpose, and I'm
and see,
taking
those
3
front stairs
purposes
don't
with
bother.
me,
Those
right?
back stairs don't bother me.
Yeah.
So I
Those
told
I
them
hate.
I had to go get them
I don't know.
from downstairs. So when I came back up, I was like, all right, that's it. I'm not going back down a third time. And so when Justin told me where the bathroom was, I'm like, all right, those from a distance I could tell. I said those look like they'll be less of a stair
Halfway.
situation.
Imagine being here for 12 hours.
It was like bat bat bat.
and you're working downstairs and you're working upstairs.
Who's doing that?
Yeah, us. So yeah.
You better figure
Them.
it out. Right.
I plan
They don't. I was gonna say they don't
I'm
play
like,
right.
I go
oh
up,
damn,
I'm
I
not
left
coming
something
back
upstairs.
I think I stop and think before I start walking. Is there anything I need to
Right,
do?
right.
get-
What can I take with me?
It's so
Before I go.
And then
I'm
when we
so
leave,
tired.
when we leave, I go, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom on my way out. Stop with my bags, and there's a bathroom on this floor that's gonna get repaired. And when they do, whoo, I'm gonna
over.
be dangerous.
It's over.
Oh, we didn't show you guys the conference room yet.
I was gonna.
Oh.
I was
Now we
gonna
gotta
bring
take
that
a
up.
tour.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna show you the
yeah,
conference
yeah.
room
We
that
gotta
made
give
me
it a
cry
tour.
when we first came. Remember, I told you I saw the room and I was just like, "This is
We'll take a
This
Can
tour.
you please speak on the
everything.
conference room and what you want it to become and be and what it is now? So please.
the conference room."
I love
is,
the conference room.
So any business here can use it, but it's also available to businesses like, let's say yourselves, right? You want to meet somewhere. Let's say you have someone that that wants to invest in your podcast, or let's say Spotify wants to, sponsor you or whatever.
Or if you want to shoot in there.
We need a nice space to meet with them. You can meet in there. I talked to a woman yesterday that's a realtor, and she's getting into life insurance and stuff. She's like, I can't use the conference room at work because it's not appropriate to run my other business here. She could use the conference room. She can rent the conference room. By the way, the middle area here is going to be kind of like Google, you know, your ping pong table, your putting green, your we have table shuffleboard, which is a new thing to black people.
I was about to say, is that a game
is this
or
salt
is that
on
a
this?
table? It's
No,
little silicone balls.
It's silicone. Oh wow, she said it right.
It's little
Silicone
silicone balls.
Yes,
Yep.
and
Perfectly round silicone balls, so that the
they guide the ball across.
the surface of the puck is smooth, so it glides across the top of it.
And so it's a
Anything
game.
smooth, like I can put my phone on there and it'll just slide.
It's a game that we're all new to.
Yeah.
So everybody that's playing it, everybody's starting at the same piece, right? And those are so yeah, there's that out there. So when people come in to meet, let's say any of the businesses here, suppose you just want to have a conversation over the ping pong table.
Yeah.
Or you're frustrated and you just need to go out there and hit around a ping pong. You can do it. We want it to be modern, and there's co-working spaces as well. So if you you know, someone needs to come and just get on their laptop for a few hours and do some work. I don't know right now. There's no charge for that, but I think that we're going to work in a small fee for that, just to pay for the building and keep things running. But and most importantly, anybody that comes here needs to know that the businesses that are here are allowed to. We play music. We enjoy ourselves. We'll be respectful, obviously, during business hours. But again, the culture.
Yeah, like
We're doing what we do.
Was it the first game we watched here?
Oh, we had the Super Bowl
Yeah, we watched.
party here.
Yeah, we watched
Oh,
Super
really?
Bowl here.
We've been watching the NBA.
There was probably 25
playoffs.
people here for the first game.
Yeah.
NBA game.
Yes,
Just
yes.
hanging
And we
out.
do that too
Yeah.
because we work hard and play hard. That's how we
Yeah.
go.
And it's our space, right?
Right.
Our space.
Do we run with it?
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Everybody
That's
that comes here
exciting.
goes, how can
Yeah.
we just be a part of this? And so you guys have the official first ever podcast or even broadcast filmed here.
Yes.
First
Yeah.
ever.
We popping cherries out here, cut.
That's
Tell
right.
you, the first time I
We've
came
had two
here, I
music
was like,
videos shot here.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yes.
Two
They
music
were
videos.
great too. There's a young guy that's really, really, really visionary and talented. He's just a young guy that and Kobe's kind of he did a video for Kobe when he was running for mayor, but gotten behind him and kind of supported him and pushed him a little bit. He just needs space to like do his work, right?
Yeah.
And we got this building.
I also can use this whole. I use this whole building as a photography studio.
Anyway.
So I can shoot anywhere in here,
That's awesome.
and we have access to the roof, which is
Whoa.
pretty dope.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Justin. I just noticed something. I'm
What?
seeing a photo of the Apex building.
Yes.
Yes,
Did you take that?
I did. All of the photos. All of the photos in and around this building is
Now you
mine.
have to take a picture of that.
Mine.
You've
And
got
by
to
the way-
that.
There is a Pawtucket shirt.
Coming.
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh,
Are we
the
allowed?
bucket
Are we allowed to
boys
show?
are gonna love
Yes,
it.
absolutely. It's
Oh,
for sale.
get ready, y'all.
Justin's
boys,
I
get
wasn't
ready.
to
No.
show
I mean,
that.
I've been trying to sell that. It's been for sale. I don't know what happened.
Bucket boys.
Bucket boys. That's what
Darren
they.
don't know what bucket
He
is.
don't know bucket boys. That's
The
fine.
bucket is the nickname for Pawtucket.
I'm a War Rockian.
Oh Lord. Well,
Yeah, we all made a face. That hurt. I was like, ooh.
What do you want me to say?
Not
that
that.
you're moving back to Providence.
You're with us, though.
War
After what
That
I'm doing in my
thing.
kitchen, absolutely not.
Oh,
safe
Lord.
with
No,
us.
you sell it, make money, and then buy a bigger house
You're
on the
safe
east
with
side
us.
somewhere.
No, on the east side.
Yo, it's beautiful over there. What are you talking about?
Expensive.
Yeah,
Ain't
I'm
no
not,
noise.
I'm not that rich.
Let's change it. Come
I
on.
think you should move to Pawtucket and buy a house because your property value is going to go through the roof as soon as they build the stadium.
True, very true.
Buy a house and the lot next door. Offer parking.
If I wasn't knee deep in this kitchen right now, which we went back and forth on if we should do it or not, it would definitely be
Nah,
contender.
Speaking
worth
of the
it.
kitchen, how is it going?
Much better.
Yay.
So you guys probably don't know. We decided to redo our kitchen after months of going back and
Redo is an
forth.
understatement.
Full gut?
pretty much where our kitchen is.
We've been watching a lot of HGTV, so
man.
we're super.
Man, we love
Are we
Spurs.
doing-
I'm like,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Are we
Full,
doing a
full
large
gut.
To the studs?
island
To the
scale?
studs?
Is it
They're
a
doing an
waterfall?
open concept, guys.
Is there a waterfall? It's a waterfall.
There's
Oh, yeah,
waterfall
doing a waterfall.
counter.
Yep.
So we're basically taking our dining room and our laundry room.
Cabinet microwave or regular microwave?
We haven't decided. We haven't decided yet. Well, yeah.
Yo, it is because it just saves you counter space.
So we're taking these two rooms. There's a load-bearing wall in between them. We blew all that out, and we're gonna combine both rooms to make our big open kitchen.
Oh,
Big
nice.
open aisle, big 8-foot aisle.
I remember your kitchen was kind of small.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was on the right. On the left, those two rooms are gonna be.
Oh,
one.
nice.
Yeah.
Wall is down
Yeah.
between them.
Wow.
So we had a contractor who came highly recommended by two really good sources. And so we're like, all right, let's do it. And we literally had the worst month in the world with him. Like garbage. He literally told me it was raining on like maybe day 2 of him coming to the house. And we didn't see him, and we were like, "Oh, you coming today?" He was like, "Oh no, it's raining. My guys are like to
Is
work
he a
in the
black
rain."
woman?
No.
Mind you,
Hold on.
Why
Let me
was he
get
afraid to
this
go in the
right.
rain?
Let me get this right.
Go ahead,
It's an indoor job
Indoor job.
on a finished house that has a roof,
Yes.
which is protected by the rain,
Yes.
HVAC, everything.
Yes,
You can
yeah.
you can cool it or warm
Yeah.
it to your pleasure.
It wasn't like it was freezing out. And it was like drizzling. It wasn't even like raining hard. I think that day I went to Boston.
My
I was
guys
asking these two.
don't like to work in the rain.
Yeah, oh yeah. He flat out told me, and I was like, okay.
And prior to that, didn't he miss like the first 3 days
Yeah.
or something like that?
So he was supposed to start
even
May
deal with
1st. That was a Saturday. So we had made plans to go to New York for the weekend. My wife and my kid got sick, so we stayed at her mother's house thinking that they were going to be demoing the house. Literally the first 3 days, he did not come.
To get back home and it's the
Everybody
same.
Yeah,
has
it just-
such horrible
same.
stories about
Oh, man.
contractors.
I've had some good ones, but the bad ones are bad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's like amazing how bad this guy was. Literally, we would like talk to each
So
other.
when's
throughout
he
the
done?
day.
No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
he's done. He's gone. He's gone.
kidding,
But
I'm
we would literally be like, "Hey, you think he came today? Rock paper scissors shoot."
Oh, one of
Yeah, like
those.
it was that
Yeah.
bad. So we finally got him out. We got
I mean,
a
the
new
dumpster thing would
contractor.
have been my.
Oh, I can give you. There was one day, so load bearing wall comes down. He put up 2 temp walls, and we can see the joists running, right?
Right.
And so the idea was to get 3
I know
AVL
what a
beams.
joist is.
Cut the joists and hoist the beams up into the
Right,
ceiling.
right. Yeah.
I'm sorry, hoist the beam up into the ceiling and tie in the joist.
Yep.
So this guy was looking at it. I saw him look at it. I left. I came back. Now this joist is cut, but there's no measurement. So at some point,
I'm sorry, no measurement.
So
Okay.
if the LVL beams or 3 of them together, I think it was like 5.5, 5 3/4 inches. He cut one of the joists like 8 inches. Like I gave an 8-inch opening.
Bastard.
Like garbage, right? But I don't
Measure thrice, cut once.
Man,
Basura.
Just don't measure.
Basura.
Just don't even measure.
Thrice. Not twice, thrice.
Nah,
It
we don't do
just
that.
got worse and worse. And finally, we were like, okay, we need to get this guy out. We had another contractor come in. We had 2 contractors come in. One of them said, "Damn, like I feel bad for you guys.
Holy shit,
Here's
yeah.
what I would do to fix it. Blah blah blah." The next contractor looked at the job and said, "I'm not touching this." He did not like. He was like, "I don't know what you guys have to do. It's fixable, but I'm not touching it." And he
Y'all
and
need
his
to
2
fix it. I
workers
ain't gonna be the one to do it.
walked out.
Yeah, but
I don't know what you need, but it ain't
Sometimes
me.
you
Not me.
Sometimes you really do have to just walk away.
Yeah, literally, he walked away. So, luckily, we found a good contractor. And it sucks because, to back up one, it was a situation where he came highly recommended, and he was not our people, but he was like Spanish. He was Dominican. My wife is Dominicans, Puerto Rican, and half black.
Nigerian.
So and Nigerian. Yes. Shout out to my
Wait,
baby.
how is she half?
It's all right.
A lot of math.
It's like 135%. She's 135% person.
He didn't say half. He just said.
No, I did say half. Well, it's because it's a whole thing. So,
That's a whole thing.
so it was one of those cases.
Is it a whole or is it
Blacks.
135%?
It was
It's like Maury.
Dominicans are black.
100%
so-
sure, Maury.
Yeah, it's one of those like I'll get into it later.
She's a human.
It makes my
She's human. That's the only thing you're sure of.
She's a human. So it was one of those cases where it's like, let's help out our own people rather than give people
Right,
who don't
right.
look like us the money. And literally, we got crapped on like for 2-3 weeks out of the 2-3 weeks he was there. And so now we have another guy in. Is a white guy, and you know, it's not like we hate to hire it. Like, you know, he's a nice enough guy, and he's doing phenomenal work.
Right.
But it's like, you know, we're trying to big up our own people, and then they don't help.
Right.
So
we can only do so much.
Because of the rain, you know.
because of the rain, you know, you know.
Rain is a thing.
the
Yeah,
rain.
Rain is a thing.
good one.
It's definitely a thing.
That was good. So,
Only for people who are worried about their sneakers getting wet.
Word.
Not me.
No, that's why I said, is it a black woman? Because you know we don't fuck with the rain. Precipitation and us don't get along.
Yeah.
Steam, humidity.
It's too humid outside. I'm not
Yeah.
going
I was
outside.
gonna
Humidity is
straighten my
my
hair
thing.
today, but nope. I got the pompadour.
So because of the reno, it's happening right above where we record for the pod. So the pod is not. It's been displaced for the time being.
So do you need to do it here for the next couple weeks?
I know we use at my crib, but
But
You're
This is
welcome to
fun.
if you need to.
Thank
When
you.
when I show you the conference room,
I love the conference.
although it's not air conditioned, but
Conference room.
you're welcome to use my office.
We have rooms. The rooms downstairs too. They could sit.
Oh,
in
yeah,
one
that's
of
true.
them rooms.
I got all kind of
We
fans.
have a couple of empty offices right
I
now
got
too.
all kinds of
Yeah.
fans.
I do.
You
Yeah,
guys
big
are.
fan.
You're more than welcome. If you need a spot, just call us. We have keys.
That's
me and
literally
Justin.
what this is here
Hey,
for.
that's good.
Yeah.
The keys, the keys, the keys.
That's why we here.
Keys and alarm codes. We're
And
good.
by the way, we don't
Okay.
need keys because one of us are always the fuck here.
Yeah.
Kobe's like the cases. I don't know. Like,
he loves having y'all on board.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
It's been great, and it's been.
We appreciate him too because
Yeah.
he
He looks out for us.
he's doing a lot and he's roping us in, which I completely
Which is
appreciate.
also awesome. It's a great opportunity. It's like one of those, like when one of us comes up and we take
Word. Yes.
all of us with us.
Yep.
So
So we're doing. We had an event here about. There's this black couple that are starting a home ownership program and are really trying to help black people buy homes and get our credit together. Just a little bit of everything going on here all the time. Lots of events. We've had a couple of birthday parties, but we really don't want the building to function in that way.
yeah,
But we're just testing the waters and doing
Yeah,
things
yeah,
now.
yeah.
We have a corporate event here next week. It's just really like, you know, all the things when you go, man, if we just had somewhere
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
wish
we
it
literally
the
had like
space
my
to-
uncle's memorial service here because we have anywhere to go. But Kobe's
Yeah.
like, you clean up, you set up, you break down, you do it.
like 3 repasts here.
We did have a couple of repasses here.
Really?
But it's just, and it's hard to say no to people. But once we get functioning as a, if you go to the website, by the way, you will see, there's an artist rendition of what the jazz club is gonna look like.
Oh my God.
What
It's
the
a
theater's
video-
gonna
it's a
look
video
like.
walkthrough.
The club is gonna
Stop
be
it.
called Onyx
Yep.
Club. It is
Love the name.
amazing. And if I don't know how.
Shout
many
out to Boo
times-
Hackney for the name because he came up with it.
Who was it that came
Boo
up with
Hackney.
Boo Hackney.
Kobe
Boo
put it
Hackney?
on Facebook, and
Yeah, he's like whoever can name this place gets free VIP for the rest of their life.
Wow.
That sounds like a
That's
1930
It's
something,
beautiful.
40
Like
something.
a little.
It's not
well,
fair.
when you watch the
I didn't know about
the
it.
artist rendition,
I would
you
have
will
done
see
any
that
better.
it has a very Harlem Nights feel.
Love it.
I told them, I said, y'all gonna have me out here stunting in fur in August like Della Reese.
Shoot up
I'm
a
the
pinky
queen of the
toe.
Don't shoot your
building.
pinky toe. Yeah. Don't step on my pinky toe.
I'm queen of the building, and I just everything that happens here, we feel personally invested in being a part of, and it's really dope. And anybody that comes here feels like they're part of the team. Like I just said, if y'all need to film here, if you need to record here, do it. Just let us know.
I'm
Hey
excited.
guys, we need a spot. It's fine.
And we might have to see about it because we about support and support even if we do have Darren's basement, my crib, Jen's crib, whatever.
Because you can even
It
shoot out
makes
there,
sense.
like it's well lit.
Whatever you
It's,
want to
know,
do. Like right now, we're doing it here because this was. But we have offices that aren't full right now.
or just in the common area.
And we talk about podcast conversations or jokes or whatever that can become skits. So sometimes we're like,
Yes,
but
we
we're not
do.
gonna do it at the house.
We do say that.
What
See?
we got
The
space.
wheels is turning, cuz.
I wasn't
I'm
even
so glad
thinking
you're.
that.
Oh, babe,
You're
we got
reacting this
space. We
way.
got a kitchen.
Oh,
so glad
man.
you're
Oh yeah,
this
y'all
way.
gonna get the tour.
Yeah, we should have did the
I
tour
can't wait.
before.
I can't wait for the tour.
all right.
Actually, you know what? I'm glad we're doing the tour after.
Yeah.
Yes.
They can really feel what
We'll
it
wrap
is.
soon.
So this is something that's like I'm looking forward to for a bunch of reasons, and
Because
the
if we could
biggest
skit
being
here.
Oh,
community.
Yes.
one more thing I
Yeah.
want to tell you. We have a group of. We started a group of black
Oh,
businesses.
Oh.
Black networking. I forget the letters. Is it BNRI?
Yes.
Okay, so black businesses, we meet once a month. We pay, we're paying a monthly fee, and we're going to we're going to talk about what we can do with that money, but we get a financial report every month. We meet, we have food, we talk about where everybody's going with their business. The goal of it is to have a group of black businesses where primarily, I'm gonna renovate my house. I want to use one of these businesses.
Yeah. So in that case, we have like 2 contractors.
We have about 3 or 4 contractors, honestly.
Look. Look, you mad.
Waraki mad.
It's all right, because as soon as you get your kitchen right, your wife's going to be like, oh, babe, we need to get something else.
We got to do the basement.
Our room, this needs to not be a master suite.
Should be laying there like, this room is terrible.
This deck is going to get the whole work.
How are we going to have this living room with that kitchen?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those things that
Yeah.
That exactly.
exactly
Gonna
what
happen.
I'm mad right now. I'm gonna go home and yell at her.
I can't lie to you.
You're gonna wait. You're gonna he's gonna pre-argue.
I can't lie to you. I've listened to your podcast.
What's that movie where they arrest you before something happens? Minority Report.
Yeah, that sounds like some white shit. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's some shit I'd say. Yep.
He's a minority. It makes it even better.
Wives are a special breed of people that like you can't like again. It's like I love you, but I do not like.
Well,
like,
it's certain wives. It depends on the
Good wives.
relationship.
Yes, good wives.
Okay, good wives.
Yes.
Good wives.
Yes.
That's important.
Yes.
Because if a woman is being loved right, she can talk shit to her husband. She don't care.
That's a fact.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
real. Like you just
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
nah, babe, we're gonna get this.
Yeah.
we're
Yo,
gonna
this
get
woman cracks on me like you wouldn't believe. It'd be like,
Oh no, I
I can believe it.
They heard
like,
me just
damn.
now. I said you had a trans.
And I'll never not hear it as much as I don't want to hear it. I'll never not hear it.
I just feel like I should put
Yeah, just
rainbows
look
on them and stuff now.
Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Right there. I know.
Happy Pride Month.
Speaking of which, hand me one of the rainbow ones right there.
Oh yeah, I think I
Just
saw.
is out here.
Oh yes.
Just is
So.
out here. Oh yeah, I did see the post. Yes. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. What's up? We got these.
More of that apparel for that
Yeah.
ass.
So I'm doing for this month
Put my whole
a
ass to the
Pride
screen.
PVD,
Dope.
Love it.
and the proceeds, 10% of the proceeds of every sale, will go to the House of Kodak, which is a
LGBTQIA organization.
organization that houses homeless teens
Wow.
who have been unfortunately kicked out of their
Displaced.
homes or displaced by their families
Wow.
because of their orientation. So they take them off the streets, give them a place to live.
Wow.
And they always need money for stuff. They need sheets, bedding,
Clothes, donations, all
that
kinds of stuff.
One of my former students, who's currently a DJ, I taught him how to DJ,
Oh.
and he is one of the organizers of that. And like whenever I can help him, I do.
Dope.
So we're vending with them at PVD Fest on Sunday. We'll be in their marketplace,
Yeah.
and we've vended with them a few times.
Yep.
But they're really cool people,
They're
and we have a
super
great
cool
time with
people,
them. And we do what we could do because
These are
Pride
gonna,
Month.
That's great.
these are gonna go crazy.
They
They
already
already
are.
have.
They already have. They already have.
Oh
It's
my
like
goodness.
I have more orders than I can shake a stick at right now.
Yep. And I'm like, go babe, go.
Like tonight, we're like, yeah.
Look at this.
Tonight we're like, yeah, we'll make some shirts tonight, and then we're like, oh, we got the podcast.
Justin should have been making shirts while we were talking.
Yo, I literally should be making shirts while we're talking.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can. You
that's
got
like-
what you need right here.
That was
He
exciting.
had been like,
Oh my god.
Yep. So anyway, no, like,
so yeah, so the black business group is really it's just another angle of like we do a lot of like nonprofit and giveaway stuff, but I think we're kind of switching to when we understand that we have to own businesses, we have to do things, we have to and I always, whenever I'm sharing the information about my marketplaces, I always say there's studies about like the Asian dollar stays in their community for 30 days.
Yeah.
30
Yep.
days, right?
Yeah.
The white community, it's unheard of, right? But for us, it's like hours.
A few hours.
Yeah.
Hours, right? So I always give the scenario, right? We sell stuff. Somebody buys a T-shirt from me. Then I go over and I buy some jewelry from that girl. And then that girl goes and buys oils from that one.
Right.
And that one buys food from that one, right? And then all of them pay their vending fee, so it goes into this business. So that's just a start, right? That's at least 6 hours.
Yeah.
But then what we do with our money next kind of helps it circulate. No one else is going to understand that. Everyone wants to make it seem like we don't want white people around or we don't want Spanish people around. But Spanish people don't really need our help.
No.
Nobody needs.
They don't. They don't. They don't.
community
Asian
does.
people, they got their business sold up. They got it.
You've never
They
seen
sell
a
to
Chinese
us.
restaurant
They need our.
commercial.
They no.
Ever.
They need a like we can support
ever.
them when we support them when there's hate or
Yep. Not
even
indifference,
Panda
and
Express.
that's great and that's great. But when like business wise,
Benihana, nothing.
and then I always challenge all these people who say we want to support black businesses. I say to the people at work, one stop, you can support 40 black businesses.
Pull up.
Yep.
Pull up, just pull up.
Yeah.
And they do. Some of my coworkers do. They get excited. They love. They come to Juneteenth, and we just like all of this is fun stuff too.
Speaking of which, we'll be vending at Juneteenth as well.
Juneteenth as well.
At the park, right?
At the park. So we'll be vending at Juneteenth.
PVD Fest.
PVD
first.
Fest. Yes, PVD Fest this Sunday. Juneteenth
Next
the
Sunday.
following Sunday.
Yep.
And on Saturday,
Here.
July 2nd.
I don't know who's gonna run our booth, but
Because we're both going to be busy,
The
but
case
somebody will
is
be
getting
there.
To the bag, boy.
Yeah, we trying
Get
to-
that
Trying.
money
Trying
case,
to.
cuz.
I know.
No,
That's
I
right. I
like
like
Catch a
that money
case.
case.
Oh, I like that.
catch a case.
We don't catch a case now.
Catch a case.
Title?
Catch us.
Title?
Sure, why not?
Who did what now?
He's a title.
But it's like you said earlier. Although we are all black and pro-black here, it doesn't mean that we are anti-white or
Yeah,
anti-Spanish.
not at all.
But I even hate that we have to say that because you know how many times I attended a Puerto Rican or Dominican festival
Wepa, we
Dominican
open.
Fest, that's like
Without
every
even-
year.
without even thinking they don't want me, even
Yeah.
though some of the dudes hated that the brothers would come around
Even
and
though they
poke you up for talking to your women.
Yep.
But we just wanted to have fun with y'all.
Yeah,
We're fun-loving
You
people.
want to celebrate?
So I hate that, like, when we do our culture fest, we have to, explain what it is so you know what it's about before coming. But in that explanation,
Give an asterisk
we
and a
have to-
disclaimer and all
hey,
that other
by
stuff.
the way,
You can
y'all
come, though.
Nah, but, and I know we'll get to a place where we don't have to say it anymore. But look, we're doing this. If you love us, just come see what we do. But just understand that everything is
We
going
are
to be
unapologetically
by us.
black.
Yeah,
And we can
absolutely.
be
Right.
safe. I had a conversation with a black man recently where he was like, maybe we should use another word like ebony.
No.
I said, are we going to be, what do you want us to be, ebonites or something?
Right.
Like, no, we are black.
We're black people.
We're black
Ebonites,
people.
I like
I said,
that.
white people ain't white neither.
Right.
But we black and we okay with it.
Peach, according to the Crayolas.
Pink.
So completely off topic, but if you see me just keep looking at my phone, I was trying to find this article about something I saw on the news this morning that I thought was really super amazing. So this is from CBS News. They did an experimental drug trial on cancer, on a rectal cancer, I believe.
Yes.
And every patient in
Ass
this
cancer.
trial had their cancer disappear.
Whoa, what?
Yes, I saw it this morning. It was
Right?
on the Today Show. I
That
had
is
like tears
big.
in my eyes.
Wait,
It's
wait.
freaking amazing.
I'm sorry. Can you again read it? Because I heard something else in my head.
Ass cancer is no more.
That was direct, sir.
Every patient in this
Thank you.
experimental drug trial saw their cancer disappear.
Okay,
It was a
good.
small trial, but still, every person.
Yeah. Well, because in my stupid
Black
dad-
person, I got to be like, well, where did it go?
Every
went somewhere.
person, every
It went
person's,
somewhere.
every person is in remission.
got
This
it.
went up.
So if you ever experience cancer, you know that there's
Check my
different
lungs.
things.
Yep.
In
Check
remission
my lungs,
means
please,
gone.
because it feels funny now. It feels funny.
Signs.
Yes.
No signs
That's
and,
awesome.
and no expectation that it will come back.
Is there a name of the treatment
Wow.
or anything?
Ass cancer
I'll
is
get
over.
to it.
Wow. One of us had to do it.
I'm just gonna kind of skim this while I'm talking. So one participant was ready to go to Manhattan for weeks of radiation when she found out that the doctors told her she was cancer free.
Wow.
It's been 14 patients to date.
That's
so
a
far.
lot.
That's crazy. So they're given
So
6
bad.
months of treatment with a drug called
she can do anal again.
Starlimab. I'm sure I said that wrong. From GlaxoSmithKline. The cancer vanished in every single one of them, undetectable by physical
Should
scan,
never have me on my show.
endoscopy, PET scans, or MRI scans.
Interesting.
It costs about $11,000 per dose, but I mean, for your life, I mean,
They got that money though.
they got that
it.
money, and if
How
that's
many
what it
doses
costs
do you
now,
need?
it's gonna go down.
Yeah,
I think it's each patient went every 3 weeks for 6 months. How it
Yes,
works-
it's not even
pretty
that
funny.
often.
Yeah.
And by the way, they said for people with this type of cancer to go through the treatment that they would have needed, they would have all ended up with endoscopy bags, and they would have had to have radiation, chemo, and surgery. So,
Wow.
and they all ended up just,
And
man,
all those things
listen.
cost way more than 11,000.
So what's this treatment then? Is it just injection? Is
So,
it IV? Like what
IV.
is it?
It's administered every 3 weeks for 6 months, and it works by exposing cancer cells so that the immune system can identify and destroy them. It's a type of immunotherapy that blocks the don't eat me signal of cancer cells, enabling the immune system to eliminate them.
So I want to look this up because I saw something online, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm glad you brought this up because I saw a black woman talking about her doing some research to discover a type of treatment for cancer that goes right to the cancer.
Idea Nicole Green.
Right. So I wonder if this
Darren,
is
nicely done.
Thank you.
Yes. So I wonder if this is that. Because the way they described it is it goes right to the cancer cells. It doesn't kill everything in the area. I don't know.
But I know hers was laser based, where
Oh, okay. So it wouldn't have been.
It's like targeted and it would kill it.
She was a physicist, right? Not
Yeah. She started off at something else, but she had family members that went through cancer and had a horrible time with it and ended up passing. And she was like, "We have to be able to do something." And she she was like,
That's what happens a lot.
she was like, a satellite is able to pinpoint a cell phone from how long away. We're able to call from across the world. Lasers can't do this, and then she ended up discovering that treatment.
That's crazy. They said after 6 months or more follow-up, the patients continue to show no signs of cancer without the need for standard treatments of surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, and the cancer has not returned in any of the patients who have now been cancer-free for 6 months to 25 months after it ended.
Wow.
Do you know how many companies, if this continues, are like panicking
Good.
of all the money they're going to lose?
Good. Because that's not a way that you should want to make money.
Right.
Oh, welcome to America.
I know.
You know how this country is.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I wonder. This is what I think about, right? Because I'm COVID everything, So I think to myself, is it just that we're more open to more creative ways to cure things or resolve things because of everybody's acceptance? Well, not everybody, but a lot of people's acceptance of the different type of vaccine that COVID had, or the fear of an illness that we didn't understand. Like, did this technology not exist before then? Remember, mRNA was around for so long, and we didn't use it for anything. We just kept testing it.
I think some people who actually care had some time.
Yeah.
And we're seeing some
that
of those.
too.
Because look at with
Like I'm
AIDS.
stuck in a house. Let me figure something out.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I
with
mean?
AIDS, for example. They're running commercials. Hey, this one will make it so that it's damn near undetectable. You
Yep,
can live
yep.
your
Yes,
life
yes.
regular. So that's a newer disease. Cancer been around a long time.
Yes.
But we've seen the movies or the shows or the docs where we see how much money each cancer patient is generating for people or for businesses. So I think some really, really good people had some time and said, no, there's a way.
No, yeah.
There's a way.
Because it's
I
been
can figure this out.
however many years, but why do I still need to go through this grueling chemotherapy
And
treatment?
people say it all the time, like, we have all these walks and all these foundations for different cancer research, and so why haven't we made any kind of real progress outside of chemotherapy in the last 10, 15 years? Like, there should be at least something next.
Right. And I've lost people to cancer. I'm sure you guys probably have too.
I don't think anyone in this room has not lost somebody to cancer. Or
Right, and
been
if-
affected by it, unfortunately.
And if it happened in a similar manner, it was almost like you saw where the medicine kind of caused them to deteriorate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Some people have even said,
People
I'll
often
just
die
skip
from the
it.
medication, not from
Yeah.
the.
A lot of people
Right.
say, I'll just skip the chemo
I literally
'cause I
watched
just
somebody
wanna live.
die from chemo. I watched them.
It's
It was
scary.
terrible. It was
Yeah.
absolutely terrible.
But that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
and
so I saw that this morning.
And they had asked, Al Roker was like, or maybe it was Craig, I don't remember. You know how many? It's still blinking though.
Keep going, keep
Or
going, you
something
guys.
else happened. But how many? Like what type of diversity was used when they did this testing? And he said, well, they used what they could, who they could, but they're going to do it again. But at the time, there weren't a lot. It wasn't a very diverse group of people because people weren't willing to try it. But I think now more people will.
Yeah.
But you also have to say, you have to be willing to say, I'm willing to not make it because I'm not going to take the treatment that they regularly give people.
And I think a lot of people who are in a position like that, unfortunately, feel like if I can save someone else from feeling the
Yeah,
same
I was gonna
agony,
say, yep.
it's still worth it.
They
You
pay
know what I
it
mean?
forward. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll sacrifice myself if it betters,
The
my
world.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
if it saves one
Dope,
person,
though.
it's bettering the world. So yeah, that was just something that I saw this morning that I really wanted to bring up today. So.
Now that was dope and inspiring and all that stuff, Jen. Let's get into some rubbish, yo.
Oh, I love rubbish.
You seen what happened with Boosie? Your boy Boosie?
What with his non-grandkid?
Yeah. Boosie, formerly known as Lil Boosie.
Now he's just regular Boosie.
Oh, that nigga. No.
That nigga Boosie.
So Boosie hilarious.
It's recording.
Yeah, we good.
I feel like he's somebody that I already was like, I don't give a shit what he does anymore.
because he's
a lot
done
of
a lot
Yes.
to cause
A lot of
that.
people.
Yeah, I think so.
So what happened to him and his family?
Oh, okay, yes. Got it.
Yeah, what happened to him and
Big
his
gaff.
family? Apparently, his son, a young lady said that.
It was his son's girlfriend.
Oh, it was his actual girlfriend?
Yeah.
The devil is a lie. So his girlfriend says, "Surprise, baby," which is weird because, anyways. So baby, okay.
These kids though now, I don't know, they move in
Weird.
ways.
They're very weird.
So the baby comes around to different events and they photograph the baby, cute little chunky baby, and Boosie gets a DM, if I'm not mistaken, or somebody gets a DM saying, "Hey, that's so and so baby."
Oh shit.
So
Maury's off the air.
Marco's baby.
Maury's canceled.
Why did
So-
they bring that game 2 points now? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Third quarter.
Yeah.
So
Jesus
Smell
Christ.
ticks.
So Boosie goes and more people, somebody else is like, "Hey," and he shows all the threads from the DMs. "Oh yeah, that's so and so, but I knew it looked familiar when I saw Boosie post it." So now everybody's confused. The son's like, "Wait a minute," which again, how do you not know? Anyways, so they do the DNA test.
Well,
and
if
finally,
Boosie's your dad,
it
what
comes-
kind of brain? Never mind.
Don't do that. So they do DNA test, not the baby. They took a baby, the mom and the girlfriend took the baby from another family member to present it as the daughter's.
Stop it.
Whoa.
No,
I didn't know
they
it was
That's
that
a
deep.
real big plot twist. I thought she just didn't know who the daddy was.
Darren, you
Right.
say you like mess. I was all on Boosie IG like, So he's telling us, so he's like, "Nah, they had me over there. They brought this baby." And he's like, "I knew that baby was a little heavy, a little chunky baby. You see how skinny Boosie is." But yeah, they brought this baby
He's so dumb.
to present. to present.
I knew this baby was too big to be in my family. He's
We
so
ain't got no
dumb.
fat babies.
If you see the pictures though, the son's skinny, the girlfriend's skinny, Boosie skinny. This baby's fat.
Okay, well,
Shout out to the baby. and
I know
the family.
fat people with
Shout
skinny
out to
babies.
the baby.
I know
I
skinny
know.
people.
I know
I know
short
skinny
babies.
people with fat babies too.
Short
so.
people with tall babies.
And it didn't look like either one of them.
My 20-year-old was fucking a fat ass baby,
Really?
and now she weighs 85 pounds.
Well, first of all, mine too. Oh, yeah,
Exactly,
mine too.
yeah.
Oh, well, I would just like to say, I'm gonna take a unpopular
Oh, this-
Ooh, here we go.
Bravo girlfriend on trying to get that back.
Nope, I can't. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
On that note, I'm
I
going
can't
to
do that.
Tinkle.
I can't
Get
do
out.
that.
She
I
said
can't do that.
bravo.
I can't
Get
do that.
out.
I can't do that.
Girl, you tried it.
I can't do
but
that.
No, but that is shitty. That is
That's
shitty.
nasty.
It is shitty.
And as a man who has a child with somebody that I'm not with, and has known a few other brothers in that position, and a few other brothers who've been told, "Oh, this is your kid," and then find out later it's not.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And I saw the
That ain't
pain
shit. That
and
ain't
the
shit.
relief in Boosie's face because he's like, "Oh, I'm a granddad. Okay, I'm gonna buy a bunch of stuff.
Aw,
This
man.
is my grandchild. I'm gonna do all of this." And then there's question now. Oh, that's this so and so kid. Now you're hurt. And I think about like, imagine if Darren, God forbid, you find out recently that one of the girls ain't yours or something like that.
Killing someone.
Just I'm
Somebody
done.
got
Well,
to
first
die.
of all-
You got to
Gotta go.
die.
And
gotta
first
go.
of all, let's just talk about
It's
the
your
fact
it's
that
your end time.
Yeah.
that
Come with me.
that baby is going to forever be
Yeah.
that baby.
Right.
And we have no idea. Like I mean, I guess we get some idea at this point because the internet's been around long enough. But like these ridiculous things, when that baby is like 16, people gonna be like, "Ain't that you?
Ain't
You
that,
the
yeah.
baby?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wasn't you the fake
child-
Boosie baby?
Child don't know any better.
And that's why I'm
The
like,
Boosie's grandbaby."
You know when you see
Just the fact,
Yeah.
just the fact that Lil Boosie got a grandbaby. That just lets us know that how far are we into the Lils?
yeah, it's something else.
That
But
ain't shit.
That's something that I like. The mother, right? So you wonder like why people do certain things or why folks end up a certain way when they're adults. Look at the mom; she's cool with this kind of thing to get the bag.
Yeah,
Like,
Now
because there was a conversation.
Yes.
They sat around. They're like, "All right, wait.
How we gonna do
So
this?"
if you take Lil Ray Ray's baby over there,
they ain't
gonna know.
And they ain't gonna know.
They ain't gonna know.
Right.
He kind of look like Google a picture of Boosie right now. Let me put him up.
He got a bunch of money. He don't care. They just gonna pay him.
Right.
Nah, I can't.
What's he gonna say? No.
I hate
Right.
people sometimes.
Yeah, I can't get behind that kind of stuff.
That's
But
bullshit.
shout out to Boosie. Baby ain't
She wasn't gonna do
grandbaby ain't yours. I
You
love
dodged
that.
the bullet.
I love a success story. I like the Johnny Depp stuff and all that. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Vindication.
What a shitty situation.
Literally. Yes.
Literally.
Literally.
My daughter came in the house today. I was like, babe, that's white people problems. I don't even care. Them are white
it is,
people
though.
problems. I don't even care. They could shit in the bed and no one cares.
Are we getting another Pirates or not? We getting another Pirates
Right.
or not?
And are they going to
I need
digitally
to
erase
know.
her from Aquaman 2?
Oh yeah, I think fans are trying to get her out of there.
Yo, there's like 500,000 signatures. It's crazy.
Yeah, they mean business with it.
They're like, yeah, we don't want her.
It's just
And
like,
Well, because people love Johnny Depp, so
Yeah.
you want to now jump into not that DC. is
he's
a Marvel.
multi-generational.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
So
She's new.
and you want to jump into this big franchise for DC and just being all in our face like you ain't do that. Nah.
And it's DC. Like,
Yeah, man. Come on.
I didn't realize there was such a big age gap between them.
I just found that out yesterday.
Hollywood.
They said when they met, they was 45 and 22.
Hollywood.
yeah.
That means when she was born, he was
Don't
like,
do that. See, when you
that's
do
how.
that, it's really
That's
not.
why
It makes it worse.
That's why it's a problem.
Makes it
And then
worse.
it ends up like this.
because
Here
you,
we
you
are.
have nothing, like we talk about a 30-plus jazz club. We're excited because we don't have nothing in common. People are 19 partying, and we just looking at them like, what are you doing, right?
We should not.
And they look at us all crazy, like, oh, these old people in the club. There's nothing there to connect. So, like,
Can I share something with you guys? And it was absolutely horrible. I was watching footage from the Roots picnic this weekend. Everybody had their phones like this.
Yes, I hate that.
I hate that so much.
Oh, what the fuck is the Roots picnic? Put your phone down. Somebody's. You see that camera? They got it.
You can jump
Be
on
there.
YouTube and watch
Be
it real
there.
nice, 1080p.
I was so mad. I was like, this is somebody should be walking around smacking phones out of hands.
Pow.
Things are different, and I'm trying not to be the old guy, but they know I'm the old man on the lawn. Get off my
I only
grass.
filmed like the New Edition concert we went to because we were at like the top of the stadium, so I needed it to see. I was like, let me zoom in real quick. Oh,
You don't hear the
that's
roll
Bobby.
eyes over there?
That's okay. I thought the other one was Bobby. I can't tell
I've
from
been
here.
New Edition for like a whole decade or whatever it was gonna be. I was so
Girl.
excited and like jealous when I saw you guys posting and it just
Girl.
went. I was like,
It was amazing.
I'm
And
sure.
I'm not much of a concert person because
I
like
love concerts.
I'm spoiled, and being a ex music producer, and like back in the day, a lot of concerts would come, and I'm always backstage. Best seat in the house.
Yeah.
I would stand on the side of the stage and just watch the motherfuckers. I'm like, this is great, and I can see the crowd and them. Oh, that's the best.
And I
So
love
to be
live
in the audience
music.
was weird to me because I've only been like to maybe 3 concerts like that.
Wow.
That's it.
That's it.
That's our first concert together.
He's all flexible.
Wow.
You hear the flex?
No, I'm not, and I don't go to a lot of concerts. I'm not a huge concert
I
person.
don't like it.
But if I was gonna go, it was because like I had backstage access and I could just chill backstage. And
Live
meet
concerts
people
and,
shit.
and live music is like my favorite.
It is
Absolutely.
everything to me.
Right?
Absolutely.
she's a super.
I am just.
Although I did run in the room last night, excited to go see somebody last night.
Ooh,
so
who?
you
Can we
probably
ask?
don't know. It's FKJ.
I don't know.
You know FKJ?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
dude.
He's coming to Boston in
He
October.
is.
He just announced it yesterday.
Very, very different noise
Yes.
from him.
Yep.
That's dope. He did a lot with
Tom Misch and
what's his name?
who else?
Tadao,
Masego.
Yeah.
So while
Masego.
we've been working on this building and stuff, Justin's been exposing everybody to a lot more of that kind of music.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
That's
And
what
we
I'm
love
about.
it. Yep.
Because there's so much
It's-
of it that is
yes.
amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's
I be
easy,
sending some
yeah,
stuff to Darren.
easy, chill music.
Man.
And there's some hype shit too, but it's
Yeah.
still jazzy. It's like, oh, I love it. I absolutely love it.
And it's upbeat.
Sometimes she'd be like, "Can you play something with some words?" I'm like,
No.
No. Sometimes you're in a certain kind of mood.
Something I wanna
Like when
dance
I'm
to a little
cooking,
bit.
you need to hear old school R&B. You cannot listen to that
When you're cleaning.
when I'm cooking and cleaning the kitchen.
I can listen to
You
all
gotta
that.
diversify your home playlist.
There you
Nah.
go.
Come on now.
you know my
we don't
homeboy-
Not
listen
when
to a
I'm
lot of
cooking
music at
and
home though.
How did you not?
We don't.
We don't.
Interesting.
That's all we do at home.
I don't. When I drive, I don't listen to music.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So
Only
you're
on
a
the
serial
weekends.
killer.
No. It's not radio silence. Goddammit.
I listen to podcasts in my car all the time.
Oh.
Yep. And I listen to
Since
to talk
COVID,
radio.
I've just addicted, and it's all I do. I can't if I
And I've
like I
always
played
listened
Prince
to talk
yesterday
radio.
because it was his
Always.
birthday, right? But
Rest in peace.
What'd you say?
Any favorite podcasts? I'm
yes,
sorry.
absolutely.
She's ready. Look at her.
Ratchet and Respectable
Ooh, I
by
love that
Demetria
name.
L. Lucas. She's my friend.
She's like, so today, my friend said, I'm like,
I'd be like, one day I was
like, you know that
literally
woman does not know you, right?
Me and Demetria
Don't
was
mean-
talking.
don't mean
right?
Yeah, she'd be like, me and Demetria was talking. I'm like, babe, she don't know you.
That don't mean
She
they ain't
don't
friends, though.
know you.
I have
Also-
plenty of friends who don't know me.
That's
I
her friend in her head.
I also
What does Wendy say? Friend in my head. Yeah, she does say friend in my head. Yeah.
I also listen to I love Questlove's podcast. There's also one now. Jill Scott has a podcast. So anything
she
that
don't.
Jill Scott Jill Scott does, I'm lined up for. It's called J.Ill, the podcast.
Bim's on
There's
it.
already one whole season. It's the second season just started, so you got time to
You know,
catch
ass
up.
kicked. Oh, not yet.
No. And then also,
good miss.
Black Girl Songbook.
Come on, guys.
A woman named Danielle Smith, who is she used to be an editor at Essence and I think The Source. She literally goes through pop music, black music, and talks about different black women artists and relates it to the culture. And she just talks about music in such a way, like she'll be talking about, like, I don't know, like the way her grandmother cooked and how the song related to that, and it's really dope. It's very original. It's different. It's eccentric, and I really enjoy it. She wrote a book too, and I listen to books on tape also. I also listen to Please Delete This.
Let's go.
Yes.
We did not pay her to say that.
No, they did not. They did not.
Organic.
Yes.
The Cash App is. Sorry.
So
Pay me.
I
No
listen
joke.
to podcasts, and actually I started listening to podcasts when I used to drive for work. That's what it
that's
was.
true. Yep.
I used to work.
I
in
tried to
Massachusetts.
when I was doing Amazon, but I was in and out of the van so much, like I just couldn't. I missed so much. I literally tried like for like a few weeks. I was like, I'm gonna listen to some podcasts, and I get to somebody's house, and I'm like, well, I don't want to get out the van because it's a good part. And I'm like, well, I
I do
gotta
that.
keep
Sometimes I
going,
be in
and
the
it would just
driveway.
slow me. But even still, I listen to talk radio all the time. So when I delivered, I would listen to talk radio. So
I can't do
there
it.
was so many times I'd pull up to somebody's house, turn this shit up, and hop out so I could hear it as I'm walking to the door.
Damn right.
But talk radio in Rhode Island, I can't. I'd be like, can you turn off these mad white people? Because
I've been listening to it
They be
so
mad.
long.
They mad
I've been
on
listening to it
everything.
so long; it's just ingrained to me. Like
He can do it.
I know the people. Like she says, Demetria is her friend. Like these guys are my friends.
Yeah.
So speaking
Because
them
I will
friends.
call in and talk to them.
Fuck them
You know what I
friends.
mean?
Oh, you're
yeah,
one of those.
I
Nice.
call in. Yeah, I call in. Yeah.
long
I've
time
gone
listener,
to radio
first time.
twice.
What did they say?
Yeah.
It felt good.
You have
First
any?
time, long time.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So speaking of, you mentioned you working for Amazon. Do you have any like a great Amazon delivery story you would like to share? Because I feel like that there has to be some gems
The
in there.
dogs.
Oh, do I?
He got some funny stories. What about the dogs that went backwards all the way up the
Oh,
driveway?
I'd be so
God.
scared of
Oh,
dogs.
okay, so I get to somebody's house. It's in Connecticut. Her driveway's stupid dumb long. Stupid dumb long, and it's winding. And I get to the house, and there's dogs. There's 2 pit mixes of something.
I'm cool.
Right. And she says like, oh, I'm gonna get the dogs. She calls them. They go in the house. I get out. I hear the distinctive bang of a screen door closing. And I'm like, oh, shoot. She has accidentally let the dogs out. And I know who let the dogs out. It was her. So they come running around the van, and I'm hopping back in the van, and one bites me on my
Oh.
But, it's through sneakers. It hurt.
I'm dead.
It hurt the top of my foot because, that
I'm dead.
canine tooth, went as far as it could without breaking the skin. It hurt. I'm like, lady, come on. Like, what the hell? And I'm like, here's your package. And she comes to the door. I hand her a package. I'm like, I'm not even
Hands
taking
her.
a
I
picture.
would have threw it at her.
I should have, and then so I proceed to try to leave. And these dumbass I have a video of it. These dumbass dogs barked and stood in front of the van as I drove.
And this woman
And
is
She didn't come collect her damn
No,
dogs?
she didn't. I drove the quarter mile of her driveway back to the main street with 2 dogs barking at the front of the van, backing
hell?
up the whole time. I get to the main street, they're still there. I try to drive, and at one point there's a traffic jam because 3 cars have pulled up. I can't move. I'm like driving real slow, and I'm trying to
hit them.
weave. And so what I did, I
ran
drove
them
real
damn
quick to the left, and they kind of skipped a little bit, and I drove real quick to the right, and then I floored it, and then they chased me.
Come on.
I swear to God, for a half a mile.
Stupid ass dogs.
Stupid ass.
And not a
dogs.
word from this woman. She's just back
Oh,
in her
she's
crib.
gone. That's back. She's gone.
She got her random
Wait, you were
things she
saying
bought on
we
Amazon.
was talking about messy stuff. We didn't talk about Lori Harvey and
And Michael
this
B.
breakup.
Jordan.
I don't know much
I don't
about
know
it. I
much
just know that
either.
they
I don't know
separated
much.
or they broke up. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
but we don't know that either.
they apparently broke up.
They haven't said a damn thing.
Hey man,
No, they did break
apparently
up.
she scrubbed her.
How do we
IG.
know that?
We can pontificate though.
He,
Ooh, I love that word.
Instagram
said-
of all of his photos.
That's pretty.
That's final.
That says what it says.
Yeah, that just means
That
that
says-
maybe they're starting
just
over.
means
They
she
got a
was
new
with- yeah,
photographer.
and then Steve Harvey commented.
Maybe she's getting her
and
body
What
done.
did he
She's
say?
gonna
Something?
open-
said, yeah, he said that they're
Stay the
young.
hell away from my daughter. No.
No, Steve Harvey did kind of give a little like. I'm glad.
She gave it up too soon. No.
No,
Wow.
he did. He did kind of.
Well, you know how he does that thing. No. What did he
okayed
say?
it. No, don't do that.
What? Don't do what?
I'm a fan of Steve Harvey.
No, but doesn't he tell you to wait for like 16 months or something
I
stupid?
don't know. You tell us.
What?
It's in that little book of his. That's
Yeah,
what
she
it
read
was.
the book. She
That
yo,
little
she,
book,
she
that
was
little
like a,
book of his.
I would see her at night just reading.
anti-man
what am I
book.
supposed to be doing?
I read
now?
the books. I read both
Look,
books.
she's like,
There's
what
two
am I
of
supposed to be
There's
doing
two
now?
books. I read both books,
Hey, Ben.
Oh, you're supposed to
What's
kiss me
receipts?
now.
and it worked. So,
You said the book worked for you?
so
Apparently.
we're talking about Lori Harvey and
Oh
Michael
yeah,
B.
sorry.
Jordan.
Yes, of course.
So they apparently broke up.
Slid
And
right the fuck out of that
The
one.
part-
All right, clean.
the pontification is that they broke up because
Good word.
Lori wasn't ready to settle down.
Which she's in her 20s, right?
She's 25. He's 35.
Back to that age gap that we're talking about.
Oh,
Come on.
So everybody's like, oh, he was great to her. She should. And so, you know.
And
Ain't nobody business.
My
cuz.
daughter came in and she's like, "Mommy, what she called? She'll come in sometime with her friends on the phone. There'll be like 2 and 3 of them. She'll be like, "Tell me what you think about Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan," because she knows I'm gonna be saying what she wants to say. And I'm like, she's 25 years old.
Right.
She ain't got to be ready to settle down. Just because a man, the world will have us think that if a black man gives us flowers, we're supposed to just
It's true.
go. There's nothing else in the life. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's not like she
But
doesn't
there are
have
also
a great
plenty of people who have
roster.
settled down way earlier than that. So
And
there's an
that was
argument.
it.
And
There's
they
an
shouldn't
argument
have.
for both. There's an argument for
And they
both
shouldn't
ways.
have.
Right? Maybe.
I
maybe
am
not.
one, and I will tell you that I should not have been. I should. It worked out for me. In
But
the
there are
end.
some people who it worked out for.
It's just too young to be responsible for anyone else and caring about anybody else's. And it can work out for you, but if you've gotten to that point, and you have the wherewithal to say, not what I want to do right now, then you shouldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
no-
who knows? I'm saying to people like she might have been saying that right from day one with him.
right. She may
She
just
might have
want to
been
have
like,
fun.
I just want to date.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like her. I don't want to keep using the word roster because it's kind of a crass word, but her people she's had before him. It's not like she has some like
Diddy and his son.
right. Like how you have both Diddy and
I forgot that happened.
Baby Diddy. You know what I mean?
Baby Diddy.
Baby Diddy.
Like,
You seen the meme.
Lil Diddy.
You seen the meme.
which one?
Oh, you want to treat me like shit? I'll fuck your daddy and make you call me stepmom.
Okay.
You
Well,
seen the meme?
well,
I don't want to be on part of whatever internet that is.
I don't
wanna
that
see-
even exists.
I don't want to.
You never seen that?
Frightening. I never seen that.
If you
Can
break
I
my
move
heart,
from
I will
here,
date
please,
your
God?
father.
I will date your father.
That's a
I
song.
would date you.
That's a song,
That's
baby.
true. That is a true.
It is a song.
That
It's
is
a song.
Yes, it is.
What the
Yeah.
hell? Song
And
is
you will
that?
call me
If
stepmom.
you break my heart, I'll date your father.
That's a song.
It's a
Yeah.
song. Her
Who
name
is
is
the
Ebony.
artist?
Ebony, but she passed away. She's a Ghanaian artist.
Oh, God
Oh,
bless.
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's
a-
a Ghanaian artist. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real song. I love that song, by the way.
I-
So-
Probably true.
So that's the real thing. It's like everybody's like, oh,
You know, songs are usually true.
That's got a little roster, but so does everybody else. And here's what I want to say about Michael B. Jordan.
Uh-oh.
Not never, not once. Have you ever seen him with a black woman before?
I knew that was coming. But how do we know, though? Because we don't see every person. people
No,
are
but
dealing
we've
with.
never seen him with a black woman before. And so I'm going to say this on record.
Ooh, not on record.
Black men that don't have no interest in black women, when they get around black women, there's a weirdness to it. Now, there are black men that like all women of the rainbow, and that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. That's,
She's making
that's
a
fine.
solid point.
That's fine. But when you're, it's similar to like I went on a date with a white guy years ago, right? And he treated me like I was an artifact. He was so
I
intrigued.
did once before, and it was so like
Yeah,
I
it's
felt like
I'm
cringy
like,
almost.
This is so
nah,
interesting.
this is not so.
But he was like a white guy with dreads too,
White guy
right?
with dreads and he played an African drum. Oh,
Yeah. So he was like one of them.
Wait, hold on.
She really wasn't like.
Find yourself.
I was in City Year. Perfect Dancer, right? 1997.
Did you join for the Sims?
He probably looked like one of them dudes from Young Black
I never owned
Teenagers.
Tim's until I was in City Ed, but I still have my Tim's from 1998.
Awesome.
And you want him to get rid of the Millennium Falcon?
Well,
You got your Tim's.
my Tim's have a purpose. I use them when I do construction.
And
I
so
wore them.
does.
Yes, I wore them here to rip up the floor. Yes,
Stupids. Really?
Yes,
I did.
Well, you know, when women get something, they stop.
I don't
growing, so
use
they
them often. Remember, I don't secure the perimeter.
Stop growing, so they
My
just keep
Timbs are
using
still-
our
Forever,
shit from when we was like
forever and
18. Is like gone, done.
My Timbs are still, women take care of shoes now.
That is
My Timbs are still in decent condition because I don't do much.
Like
of
she
that.
could wear them out in public, and I wouldn't be embarrassed.
So, sorry.
They're still that good, and she did construction in them.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
they're
to
still
circle
good.
back, you think Michael is the cause of this?
I don't know that he's not. I'm not saying that he is or she is because
But
I don't
you
know
can see
them.
him being the cause.
I'm just saying that he ain't. Like, let's not act like he's a prize that can't be wrong, or he's a person that can't be wrong because he bought her flowers, because he rented out an aquarium. It doesn't mean he can't still be wrong.
But yeah, but
you know
but
that
I mean
have
that's
been cheated on by men who have treated me like a queen.
Yes. Okay.
There was
I mean, I didn't know that, but
I'm telling you, like,
is so
and in fact, if you shut up, Justin, don't say it. If you're cheating right, you're like your
Yeah, we'll have all the bags.
will be like, woo, Lord Jesus, how I didn't even.
That was
know.
not me, by the way.
No, not him. But we
I just
joked
need to
about
clarify.
this before. So I don't. I'm just saying that we can't just assume that screw her because she should have stayed with him. And it's all the conversation online is going towards who does she think she is? She's never gonna find another black man that good.
She's
Is that
Lori
really
Harvey.
what people been saying all
That's
Yeah,
really what
yeah.
they're saying.
people
So
upset.
they
And
could
plus
be-
he's heartbroken.
They could
quote-unquote.
also be just
They said they were
two.
both heartbroken, which
They could be two
confused me.
really cool people that just didn't work out.
That happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, why don't we just... And I get it. It's easy with the internet, and even up with this podcast, it's kind of part of
We're
what we do to talk
pontificating
about
right
people.
now.
But, like, at the end of the day, anytime, like, prior to us being in the relationships that we're in now, we done dated different people. At least me, I don't expect every relationship to just last. You know, people are figuring... It's hard. It's really hard to find, like, your... that person where you just fit.
Match.
You know, and I can only imagine in Hollywood and being famous and all that.
Right.
Man, I expect all them joints to fall apart. All
Right.
of them. So when it does, I'm not surprised.
Like-
Not to say so.
Like, imagine she'd be like, "Oh, your ex is calling. Oh, your ex is Diddy. Oh, that's crazy. That's what's up."
We got to go to this party,
and then
he's
they're
like-
all there.
and then he's like, and we're going to a party, right? And I'm like, this dude, even if I'm famous, and then your ex is Diddy.
How can I compete?
Right. And she 25, 20, whatever.
She's
And-
25 now.
25.
So
And
imagine-
I've told like plenty of young ladies that I've worked with. I say this all the time. When their 25th birthday was coming up, I'm like, "Yo, this is the year."
Oh yeah, you said this.
did
I've
say
said
that,
this.
yeah.
This is a thing. 25, you're supposed to wild out. She's probably like, "Yo, I'm ready to do my thing."
And even while they're together, imagine the DM she's getting of dudes who she's actually wants to hang out with. Because she can, she's
And
25. she's
him
not married.
too. He's
Well,
Michael B.
not only
Jordan.
that, maybe let's say that
Right.
he wants to settle down, but he didn't want to when he was 25.
Nope. Which is why he's 35
So
now.
and we're in a world now where like sexuality and gender and relationship norms are different.
Yeah, it's all
so we need to
fluid.
let everybody be more like, and it's not a way I thought when I was 25.
Yeah.
It's not at all, but I try to. It's funny because I say it to my daughter all the time. I'm like, don't be nobody's wife too young. But then sometimes I'd be like, don't you want a boyfriend? Like, I just want her to have a boyfriend so she can have somebody to look out for her because I'm sick of doing it. Like, because I'd be worried about her all the time. She had a boyfriend, but she has good friends, so it works out fine. But I'm like,
She had some really good friends.
she has good friends.
That's a blessing.
good guy friends too.
Big
Good
time
guy
blessing.
friends, they look out for her.
I've got a couple.
Right.
What up, though?
I hope it's not too forward or personal, but how old is your daughter?
She'll be 23 next month.
Nice.
God
Yes. Yep, she'll be 23. And so I'm like, they see the world differently though. But in a good way, right? And I always tell my mom, like, when you're that age, you should be selfish. You should be thinking about you and
Yeah.
taking care of you.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way, but you should be thinking about you and taking care of you. I was responsible for other people at that age.
And it changed. Like I almost feel like I married young. I had a child young, and so by the time I was 20, I had a kid. I was married. I had an apartment that trying to take care of. And I remember like literally by like 22, 23, I was like a ball of garbage because I was like in my head, I was like, I want to be selfish, but I don't know how to express it. I don't know how to communicate right. I'm
And
supposed
then you
to
almost
care.
feel guilty.
Yeah, I have to care for this little thing, but I don't want to.
I was a mother of 2 by the time I was 23,
Yeah.
and a wife, and we bought a house young
Yeah.
and everything, and I didn't really ever wish my life was different, but now that I'm older, I think back and I'm like, well,
That wasn't good. To me, I think that wasn't good.
well, I just don't want to put that burden on her.
Yeah.
I want her to be able to be who she is, and I went through rough years when we broke up and stuff because I was so focused on him and not myself, and so I just want her to be different. I want her to live differently. So Lori Harvey can say, I don't want to be with you no more, and it doesn't mean that he was a bad person, or either was she.
Right.
And I used to think like had my first kid at 25. And I was thinking, I'm 25. It's a great age. All my friends' kids are like 4 and 5 already. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing good. No, still wasn't ready.
Although I wouldn't
Still
trade
wasn't
being 44 with 2 adult children. I would never trade that.
Listen,
You would not? I know. You guys, I keep thinking to myself, you guys are here and it's like 11, 15. And I'm like, you guys are not worried about anything happening at home, but I don't know how old your kids are.
20 and 20,
Yeah,
20
so they-
21 and
those are-
22,
yeah,
they
Those
live
are the
with
ones that
us.
live with us. Yeah, so we're
Yeah,
good.
oh.
We're good.
We got 3 cats.
Yeah.
I fed them before we left.
We have 2 kittens. We have 2 kittens. That I'm more worried about them than the kids. The kids are good.
That's a whole nother episode
Yeah.
why we have 3 cats. It's not.
Yeah.
It wasn't the plan, but it happened that way.
We're cat people all of a sudden.
I mean,
No,
but
we
still,
always
you
been
guys
cat
are
people.
like, you guys
Yeah.
have the time and ability to do your own thing, to throw yourselves into a hobby, a business, and not have to really worry about your children in that way.
But if we were like in our 20s and we had our 20-year-old energy doing what we're doing now,
oh man, it'd be amazing.
right? Because we'd be we would be up and down the stairs much
Yeah.
faster.
More times.
I gotta go pee. This is fine.
We have a dumb waiter here and it don't work, and we'd be like, Ryan came all the way to the 3rd floor. He was like, I just needed this one little thing. I wanted somebody to just throw it down the
Damn.
dumb waiter and see if I could get it. I'm like,
well, you said the dumb waiter?
the dumb waiter.
Dumb
You know what those are?
No.
Is that the pulley
Yeah,
system?
yeah,
where you
that
put-
kind
Yeah.
of. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
this
that's
is a
exciting.
electric one, but
Ah, okay.
same concept. It's for
It
small.
doesn't work.
It's for smaller
Aw.
items.
Gotcha.
That'd be
It
cool
was
to
how they
It
brought all the
doesn't
records
work.
and stuff up and down, because there's I'll tell you on the tour, but there's 3 safes.
Yeah, we gotta get to this tour.
It was an insurance company.
Yeah, we gotta get to the tour.
Anything else y'all want to say about building Culture Fest? What y'all got going on? Anything?
Social media is where
Just in
people can
case,
find you.
photography. What's going
I gotta
on?
get a shirt before I dip too, by the way. So we'll make that happen,
Yep, gotcha.
brother.
Social media is
Yes.
where people can find you.
I
Oh,
know
yeah.
justincase.com. You can buy all my shirts there. There's links to my other website that has photography on it available. All my social is I know just in case, because I'm not stupid. I keep everything the same. If you need my wife, just call me. No,
Yeah, call it.
Don't call her directly.
don't call her directly.
My
No.
Facebook name is Lauren Case, but I
Yes.
don't really. I just share
Go for
other
it.
people's stuff. I don't.
Yep.
She ain't had it, y'all. Don't worry.
I have a whole corporate job now.
Yeah.
I work
If
for
you
the
want to
United Way.
volunteer for Culture Fest,
Yes.
hit up the website. There are multiple ways that you can do that.
Yeah, if you want to volunteer, or even if you just, hey, that sounds like a cool organization, that you can click the little button and donate. We'll be selling T-shirts that day that with Culture Fest on them, and water bottles and swag. So just come down. Everything is free primarily.
Culture Fest water.
I know I meant to grab it on my way back in, but yeah, it's just gonna be a great weekend.
Do you guys still have space for vendors if people are interested in
Absolutely.
that?
Absolutely.
And so when you go to the
Great
website, there's a vendor link. There's a sponsorship link. So if you're listening to this and you own a business and you'd like to be a sponsor, hit that button.
July 1st through July 3rd.
Because 4th of July is not really a thing until
Well, we're using that because Monday's a
it's a
holiday.
holiday.
Yeah,
Right.
we'll do the little
I'll be sleeping that day.
independence of this country on Monday.
Right. That
We'll
that
celebrate
thing.
That week, that little.
We'll do that hot dog hamburger holiday.
1776.
Was it Patrice O'Neal that used to call it hot dog hamburger holiday?
I remember one year. I remember one year on the 4th of July, I had to get a new gas tank for my grill, and it was like the price was $17.76, and I was like,
Oh, come on.
that's cool, but that's
But,
more
come on.
than what it was yesterday.
Yeah, come on.
It was like $15 the day
Come on,
before. I'm
man.
like, why?
Y'all being cute.
wanna be
costing
cute.
us for that.
I was mad as hell. I was like, this is a.
It's like
I ain't
during
that
the
patriotic,
marathon in Boston. I went one year by accident, and like everything was on sale for 26.2% off. I'm like, but who could do that math right now?
Yeah, come on.
Do 25, bro. I ain't got time.
That's too much. It's too much.
That's why they're selling watermelon salad for Juneteenth.
Yo,
Oh
kid.
my goodness.
On that note,
Hallmark it out.
yeah. Super appreciative to the cases for
Thank you for
hosting us.
having
so
us.
This
Very,
is
very happy.
amazing. I'm so happy we made it.
Yes. I'm
Yeah.
glad we could find
So
the time.
glad we
Yes,
made
yes,
it.
Yeah,
yes.
for real, y'all busy as hell, so this is
Yes.
greatly appreciated.
Yes.
No problem. No
And
problem.
I'm pulling up. I know these guys are gonna try to pull up.
Yeah,
but
I'm
yeah,
off
we
that
there.
week. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Come through. If you want to volunteer, we got shirts. They're pretty cool too.
I love shirts.
Cool
She ain't gonna do nothing.
T-shirts made by Just in Case.
She said, I love shirts.
Short with a shirt.
Him a volunteer.
Hang out. That's fine. That's cool.
No,
my-
it
my
might be
kinda
a job
thing.
like this. That way.
Yep.
She can do
Yeah,
that.
for real.
Maybe. She
No
can do
parking here. No. You want to be
No.
mean to people? You can't park here.
That's too much for her. too.
I'm a Gemini, so you probably get both. You probably get both of them for me.
Oh, it's birthday. Oh, yeah.
Move
that.
up.
It's
We
cancer
do need
month.
people inside to
Yes.
give tours
Cancer season.
of upstairs.
What's
So,
You're a Cancer?
I'm a Cancer through and through.
Oh.
Damn, it's a cancer. Come on, baby,
Don't
do
start
it.
I don't know
that.
much about male cancers, but
Where-
cancers
where?
are emotional people.
We are emotional people.
Damn,
Like
it's very
literally,
emotional.
when you say, "Oh, cancers," they be like, they get in their feelings about that. I think you just did.
It's funny because it's true. They be ready to cry.
And
My-
this has been another episode of.
There you go.
Please,
Please
This will be the
Please.
last time I'm on this podcast.
you and
Yes.
Jen together is
Yes.
trouble.
Yes. Can't do it.
Thanks
Bye,
for
folks.
tuning in, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.